Sure,
Yep.
I'm going to continue to choose my feet.
You continue
I'm
to
excited.
talk whilst we go live.
Woo.
We're live.
Oh, we're live. Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome to Water Under the Bridge, everybody. Good to see you. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign in which we play older, refurbished adventure modules set in 5th edition and the homebrew campaign setting of Enderan. We just recently completed House of Strahd in Castle Ravenloft, so interesting things afoot today. Let's get a little more specific, though. Who are we again?
Hi, I'm Ava. I play the human rogue.
Hi, I'm Myth. I play Medora, the human warlock.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Ithri, the dwarf barbarian. This way, Q.
I'm Ashley. I play Cora, the ASMR monk.
And I am Askell Archer. I play pretty much everything else. I'm the DM, the Dungeon Master for tonight's game. Also, there's you, chat. You can be involved in today's game by spending your gold pieces. That is your channel points to purchase chat's blessings, which our players can spend to give plus or minus 1 to any d20 roll per point that or per blessing that they spend. And they can potentially change the way the game is going as a result. And by they, I of course mean you, since it comes as a result of you, chat. With that being said, I think we can get right into the game, huh? Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Do the thing. We're back. Okay. Well, our party of heroes, the Valkyrie, were on a mission to bring down the Temple of Elemental Sin in the coastal nation of Saragarda. They had some victories, some defeats. They had just turned things around. They found a secret weapon that was said to hold all the power required to bring down the temple once and for all, and maybe even banish the demon queen Zugmoy back to her realm in the abyss forever. Driving Ayuz out of this place and, in essence, granting Saragarda hope for a bright future. Unfortunately, at the moment you reclaimed the last bit of power for this golden orb, Ayuz attacked you. And in a moment of chaos and panic, you fled to a sanctuary realm and were caught up in the mists of Barovia. You've spent the past couple of whiles in the misty land of Barovia, ascending the mountain, Mount Baratok, and facing the vampire queen, Alessia von Tsarovich, in her castle, Ravenloft. You met a number of people, some of whom were helpful to you, others who were actually little werewolf assholes waiting to betray you. You befriended Ismark Kalyanovich and his younger sister, Irina Kalyana, and learned that they were bound to the fate of Alessia. After recovering a number of sacred relics, you brought the fight to Alessia in person, only to discover that she had Irina in her clutches, who she claimed was the reincarnation of her beloved Tatiana. In the ensuing battle, Ismark fell. And some of you almost fell, but you were able to take advantage of your divine relics and some innate abilities, maybe a few extraplanar allies, and one or two abilities over darkness and shadow to overcome the vampire and destroy her once and for all. You now find yourselves in the village of Barovia. We'll say a couple of days have passed. Presumably, much of that time spent with you guys literally just like recuperating, resting, in and out of consciousness, because it was a time. So you awaken on a sunny afternoon in Barovia. Yeah, they do exist, it turns out. The sun is shining.
The sun is shining?
The sun is shining. Weird, right? You've been given guest homes. I'm looking for a good village.
I got to bask in it like a freaking reptile.
You've been given
Okay, Zusa.
a single guest home in which to rest and recuperate. You know that Irina is now the burgomaster of Barovia, and the deposed Strahd is now the lord of Castle Ravenloft, who has offered his what would be the term? Who's offered his protection and gratitude to you for restoring his domain. What would you like to do?
Gosh,
Well,
it's been a couple weeks.
did he like talk to us? Did he talk to us about like how we'd be getting home? Did he like?
Not yet. He has said when
Okay.
you're ready, come to call upon him in his castle, and he will
Okay.
see to that.
How did Irina cope with the aftermath?
A lot of it would have been like kind of outside of you guys's, like, you know, you wouldn't have seen some of it. In the brief moments that you did see her when she was kind of checking in on you, she definitely had like bags under her eyes. She looks like she had very like puffy eyes, like she'd been crying. But also there was like a stony edge to her. It sounds like she dealt with her mourning privately and personally and has confided in no one.
Well, I wouldn't let that stand. I would have tried to very hard for her to
Well,
help.
don't focus on what you would have. Move forward now. You guys have been resting up to this point. That's why you haven't been involved in anything yet. You can do so now
see.
going forward.
You said we're in a guest house?
Mm-hmm. In the village.
Which village?
Barovia.
The only village.
We
What? I thought there
we've
was
got a map.
two.
Mm-mm. Nope. Just Barovia.
You're thinking of some other off existence.
That's beyond the
not-
mists.
Yes.
Are we back on that map
caught
that
up
we
now.
were before?
No, because I archived it.
You fool.
My bad.
I mean, at this point, the lands are
Mental.
kind of safe.
Okay.
There's been no sign of like wolves or bats or giant
Oh.
spiders in this Vollich wood.
Did we get Mad Mary's daughter back?
You did have Gertrude. I will assume that you carried her back.
We didn't sacrifice it. We did take her
Irina-
home.
We left her with that old man, so we would have went back for
We
her.
think we probably
the
took her
old
with us.
man was gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh.
In fact, I would go so far as to say that Strahd assured you he would have Gertrude return to her mother. So if you want to check in on that, you can. You know where she lives in the village.
Well, I think I want to go see Irina. If you guys want to come with me, you can.
Yeah, I'll follow along. Can we pop
Sounds
by
fun.
Mad Mary's?
I
Yeah,
don't think
that
you
was
should
on
call
my
her
to-do
Mad Mary
list.
anymore.
No, probably just Mary.
Glad Mary?
Maybe Miss Mary. Do we know her
I
last name?
No.
True to smile.
Well, just Mary then.
Okay, so you guys step out of the little guest house you've been given. Again, to a kind of a sunny morning. There are no clouds in the sky. You can see the forested mountain and indeed Castle Ravenloft high atop it. Weirdly out of place. If you've seen have you ever seen Castlevania in the daylight? Like in the anime, how you can see it and it just doesn't look the same. It's just lost like its edge. It's kind of like that. Like it just looks like a castle on a mountain now. You can hear the distant roar of the waterfall. There's a sound of birds, even. And insects. And where's my daylight forest? I was trying to buy time while I found it, and I didn't find it. There it is. You can see that there's a little bit of activity in the village. Only a little. People still are like heavily like cloaked up and macabre looking, very grim, but you can actually see people traveling. Some people visiting like the little shop in town. You can see that there's a number of people.
Oh, it's open?
Coming in and out of the Blood on the Vine.
If we go near the shop, we should probably heads up and disguise. I don't think they'll be too happy after I kind of knocked over most of their shop.
Was that what
And
you
what
did?
is he
Right.
going to do?
Pretty sure he said don't come back.
I
I was
don't
outside,
care.
so I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep walking to Irina's.
We can always
The
stop
Burgomaster's Manor.
later.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, I'm closed.
Okay. As you guys walk to the Burgomaster's Manor, you can hear the church bells ringing from the temple. And outside the manor, there's actually like 6 gruff-looking laborers who are in the process of like scrubbing the walls. There's a few carpenters who are like replacing some of the clawed-up trim and boarding. Someone is measuring windows. The front door, one of the front doors is actually propped open with a rock. And you can see that there's labor kind of coming in and going.
I'll awkwardly knock on the door. It's propped open.
Yep,
Burgermaster.
you see her come kind of walking out of one of the side studies. Oh, up and about, are you? It is good
Yeah.
to see you well and on your feet again.
It's good to see you too.
Yes. Well, as you can see, there is business to be attended to. The village, well, let's just say, is not accustomed to trade. So we have some work in getting things reestablished. But there's already been a merchant from Beyond the Mists.
Really?
So I think the nightmare is over, and we, well, as I say, there is much work to tend to now. Our Lord has been very gracious and has gifted us money for repairs and has offered to spend a year sponsoring some startup enterprise.
It's certainly nice of him. What a generous man, that Mr. Von Zarovich.
For one of his name, he is certainly not what I expected.
The when we fought in the temple, obviously Ismark fell. the sword that he had, would I have been able to take it with me? Or has that been confiscated?
Irina currently has it.
Just checking.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm working on it. There you go.
Oh,
All good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Blink and miss it.
Yes,
um,
my brother lies now with our father.
oh, so you already had the funeral?
I saw little reason to delay. He was not much loved by the villagers. He's Mark the Lesser, they called him.
But he
So-
was loved by you, and we knew him. I'll pay my
And I
respects.
was there for him. Thank you. Not just for your kindness, for your abilities and your time, and I know that I'm not the only one who lost someone. I didn't know her, but I'm sorry for your loss as well. Though I would ask, I have spoken with our Lord, and he could offer no answers. What became of your your reptilian comrade? None has seen him, nor a body.
No.
It's the same with we don't know. He's just gone.
I see. Well, another
Why-
mystery to be claimed by the mists, I suppose.
I mean, I have a guess, but yeah.
Oh, I'd like to hear a guess.
Well, we know what happened to Nova. I suspect that he also took him and did the same thing to him. We just didn't see it happen. That's...
Makes sense.
I
I
don't
mean,
know what else...
we're yet to find out, but he was there when Nova was taken, and then he wasn't.
Yeah.
We didn't see him go. We didn't hear him struggle.
He was in the other room at the time, though, I think. I don't
Was
know,
he
sort of
who
thinking-
Nova said?
Who else could he be?
I mean,
We trusted Nova that he was an ally. He sent the Tabaxi away. You
I
know?
mean, he never did anything against us until he wasn't there.
He helped us in battle.
Unpetrified
think-
Junko.
Do you think he was... Who do you think he could have been?
I mean, the things we were gathering had no power until we'd finished. Could he have been waiting for us to put everything together? If he served someone higher? Maybe it's wrong for me to speak ill of people that I didn't really know, but
I mean, if I may interject, it would not be the first time a friend was a foe. Or a god.
and Nova went through so much. She was fighting people telling her what to do from her past, people telling her what to do from deities. She was controlled by so many that she was fighting against, and if she was being pushed and pulled like a shipwreck in a stormy ocean, then she may not have realized if one was telling the truth or not.
Such stories are not unheard of in these lands. Though, if I have my way, they won't be quite so common in the future. What will
I
you
think
do
you-
now?
I think we're probably gonna see Mr. von Zarovich and go home, right? I mean,
I'd like to go past the Vistani camp on the way.
Also, are the wisps still in the tavern?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, nor is the land enshrouded by mist any longer. Well, there is still a wall of mist, but it is different. It doesn't whisper anymore. It is
I
more like a
guess-
defensive wall.
I guess I should ask you, do you want to be here in Barovia?
Yes. There is no one
Sure.
else to serve my people now that my brother is gone.
Because there's a whole other world beyond the mist.
Yes, well, my world is here. I won't ask you to stay, but know that you could.
Irina,
I know I
Um,
speak for my lord as well. Forgive me, yes.
the sword you've kept that
Crusader.
we gave Ismark. Would you consider making a replica to bury with him, or keep in tribute? But can I suggest,
am no smith.
if you can find
We
someone,
know a Smith.
but maybe keep the original somewhere in case an enemy returns.
Yes,
And-
I had wanted to talk to you about that, actually.
An enemy returning or a replica of the sword?
Do you still have the sun sword?
Yeah. Pull it out.
I know I've no right to ask anything of you, especially given where I stood in the final struggle, but that weapon could protect the people of Barovia. Those
Okay.
relics that you've carried, they belong to you by right. But I would ask that you consider if perhaps one might defend these lands with those instead. But I will not bring it up again.
I mean, it's not up to me. What do you think? Ithri says to the sword.
Thoughtfulness, uncertainty, desire to protect,
But also attack.
a sense of like chivalry and honor, followed by more uncertainty.
Spin,
Do you wanna-
spin the hilt round and just hand it to her.
Do you
Are
want all the
sure?
relics?
Anything that you leave can only protect the people of Barovia, but it can also protect you.
I feel
So
like
I would ask no more than you are prepared to give.
I feel
Can I
like
s-
the history of this belongs here, so take it.
Can I suggest, if you keep it though, do not lie to Strahd,
Lie? What would I lie about?
but maybe don't advertise that you've kept them unless they're needed.
Oh, it was a suggestion mentioned by him. As
Okay.
she kind of takes the hilt. It was his
Oh.
brothers, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sergei.
We
When
saw
we spoke,
him in the crypt
Yes?
down below.
Yes. Sergei fell in battle. One of her first victims. She
You
was a
guys-
cruel ruler, even to her own husband.
Do you
Don't
guys
let
think
guilt-
I should leave this?
I think that maybe that one, there might not be someone here who can use it
It feels very, feels like you were meant to have that one.
Kind of looks at Junko.
They do look identical.
They do look identical. Shut up, GM.
Now he's copying her.
Which is kind of weird, I guess.
I think you should keep that one. The sword maybe could direct someone who could use it but didn't necessarily have the skill. The sword, if the swords show direction and guidance, they obviously have their own thoughts, whereas
It's more feelings.
but they could maybe guide right and wrong.
It's true.
But I think something as powerful as that, maybe you should keep, Cora.
Well, I could keep it for now, I guess. But if you ever need it, or me, just call me.
Irina,
I suppose that is an option now. Yes.
Call me
one
on
last
the
thing to ask: if
phone.
E3's giving you that blade back, we slightly accidentally might have left his stuff somewhere. Would you be able to supply a different sword or weapon?
I've still got this. Take out my warhammer. I'm good.
You
We
sure?
do not have much, but I will. I can speak with Bildrath and see if we can requisition something for you.
If you've got anything shiny and special that you want to be gone, I will take it. Other than that,
I mean, we have basic iron
I'm good.
weapons.
Thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Thank you for everything. I am not accustomed to overstatement, so you understand that when I say you have saved the people of this valley, I mean it. When I am
George
long
leaves.
Forward.
gone, you will be remembered. Thank
Cora's
you, my
just
friends.
gonna saddle up in there for a hug.
Emotions
She's a
like-
little
out the
surprised. Like
door.
she was just kind of bowing respectfully to you guys, but when you come in for a hug, she's kind of caught off guard a little bit, but then relaxes.
You can't escape. I'll stunning fist you.
Yes,
You actually
I
say that?
remember.
I guess so.
Goodbye. Go with the blessings of the Burgomaster of Barovia.
I'll go
And
in for a handshake.
Give my lord my greetings. She blushes just a teeny bit.
Just your greeting?
Yeah.
Now,
Anything else?
Irina,
That's fine. That's plenty.
Okay, no, that's
Thank
fine.
you.
Sure.
Okay. So, what else do you guys kind of want to do
Leave.
while you're here?
I think
Leave.
that's I
would
don't
like-
want to go to the shop. Fuck that.
Right.
I would like to, if we're heading back up to the castle, go via the Vistani settlement.
You guys are leaving the village?
Can I knock on Mary's door as
Yeah.
we go past and basically just put one coin?
Well, you actually have time to get like half of a knock through before the door suddenly pulls open and you see Gertruda standing in the doorway.
Gertruda.
In a dress.
I'm not giving her a coin.
Ugh.
Hello,
Oh,
princess.
hello!
Back it up.
I
What?
remember you.
Fondly, I hope.
Yes, you were the lady's servants. I recall you being rather rude to me, actually.
Is your mom home?
Make a persuasion check.
We talk to anybody else but you.
Yeah, quite literally. Anybody. I would rather talk to the
Persuasion.
shopkeeper.
7.
7. She kind of glowers at you before eyes kind of move to Junko. Oh. You I
What?
remember too. You were a hero.
What?
Where did you learn to fight like that?
Confidential information?
What does that mean?
It means if I tell you, you might die.
I'm willing to risk it if you'll
Mary!
teach me.
Mary! Mary!
If she
Uh,
tells you, I will help with the dying.
You see a pale, frail woman kind of come from behind Gertruda. Oh, hello. You're the ones they're talking about who brought my Gertruda to me. Bye. And Gertruda's gonna leave.
I'd like to put my foot. I was gonna say if she's gonna slam the door. I'm
No,
sticking
she's not
my
slamming the door.
foot in
She's
there.
giving it over to Mary.
Okay.
Thank you for returning my daughter.
You're looking better.
Thank you.
We're getting
don't-
ready to.
I wanted. I'm sure you want a reward, but I don't
no.
have anything I
No.
can offer you. Perhaps I could serve you for a time. I can clean.
Here's the thing. How about I give you 1 gold piece to service, and what you're gonna do is get Gertruda brought up, because I think you're doing a fantastic job, but the lady of the castle filled her head with some funny ideas. Here's 1 gold piece to put her through some sort of training, whether that be with Irina with a sword, but to get the fancy ideas out her head and get her to survive, because
Oh, no. Gertruda needs to rest now. No,
I'm
no
telling
more-
you that this is the price we ask. She's returned to you, but make sure that she can look after herself.
Make a persuasion check.
I was gonna assist with this, but I don't
How?
know how.
That's a 21.
Oh, well. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I suppose I could speak with the burgomaster. Maybe she could make a housemaid be trained in that activity or something. Very well. If that is your price, I will see to it. But
Here's 1 gold to help with whatever you need to get a sensible head on her shoulders, because she's had some fancy
thank
ideas.
you, dear. Thank you. Thank you. Gertruda! I will inform her at once.
Do not tell her of
Thank
the
you.
payment. I do not want her
Oh.
taking advantage of you.
Oh, I'm sure she wouldn't do that. She's a dear. Thank you. But she's gonna kind of start to close the door. Gonna
Oh.
close the door. Okay, she closed the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cora, hold still, and I'm gonna take out
What?
some parchment and do you have a pen? All
I have
that
some
ink
ink.
still? That
I don't have a
works.
pen. I only have ink.
I have chalk.
You could use your finger.
You know who probably sells pens?
Nope.
No. Not
I'm
happening.
too-
Um,
I was like, I could just write with my blade, but they're too sharp. It'd cut it so finely.
you can use
Mhm.
the rubber dagger I've got.
Oh, here. I
I'm
have
gonna
a
head
stick
this
of
one off at the
incense.
pass and just let you
Uses.
know that you cannot write with a dagger.
Can I
Leave it
write
as
with the
well.
dart?
You could maybe
Okay.
inscribe with it.
I mean,
No.
not very well, but I guess.
Here, use
that-
this. A stick of incense.
You know what? That works. We can do it. It's gonna smell nice too.
Okay.
Printed
So
stationery.
you're writing a letter.
Yes. And it's gonna be to Irina?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
And-
using my back to write on? Is that why you told me to
Yep.
hold still?
Yep.
What's it say?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
I can feel you writing.
Okay, it's essentially just gonna write, Gertruda needs some sense and a good head on her shoulders, and that Arena would be a good person to teach. That's in short of what I wrote.
Okay.
More elegant than Ava can say.
You're trying to set up Irina to take Gertruda, so to speak, under her wing. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep, and you can drop that letter off.
Now, is there a kid nearby? I can just give some money to
Nope.
go do it.
Nope, this isn't really
To be
that
fair,
kind
they're
of
on
a-
the same road. It's not very far. I'll run it.
Oh, here.
I mean, you can.
I can go do it. I'm super fast.
It's a really small village. Like
Yeah.
it's.
I'll be right back.
In fact, most of the people here don't read, so.
Does Cora read it on her way? Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not if you told her. If you told her what it
I
says.
didn't say anything otherwise.
Yep, you can deliver that, no problem. Setting out on the road, it's a very different journey. The Svalich woods were kind of creepy and ominous, and it was like everything was staring at you last time. Now, it's just a quiet forest.
That's
There's
nice.
no deer, no crickets or what have you, but you can hear birds. There's no sound of wolves howling to follow you. When you finally reach the split in the road, you are taking the low road down to the Vistani camp.
At the split in the road, can I just ask the others to move on a little, and I would like to sit in that crossroad and put some crumbs out. And I'm just gonna sit there holding the eyeball that I collected.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that the same raven comes back.
A raven does land in a nearby tree branch and kind of look down at you. You're not sure if it's the same one or not, but just kind of stares at you.
They are quite intelligent birds, but I have no idea if they understand at least one language.
No.
So she's just gonna say out loud, "Thank you. I think I see now." Please
Bird's gonna
guide
come-
others.
Oh, go ahead.
Please guide the others up the same path if they need it.
Just kind of fixes you in a stare for a moment. Then it wings down, grabs the eye kind of right out of your hand, and flies into the woods with it.
Just gonna watch it go for a second, and then once it's out of sight, just get up, brush myself off, and
But Dora, that bird
Yeah.
just stole something from you.
it was a gift.
Get it.
Oh, okay.
Kill it!
I can get
Okay.
it.
Okay, so you guys continue down the low road, is that correct?
Yes.
Whichever way we went before, I think it was the low one.
Okay. Well, that's to the Vistani camp. Okay. You follow the road. I'm looking. Sorry. You get to the Serre Pool, and you can see that aside from a few tree stumps, a still smoking fire pit, and some ruts in the ground, there's not a lot here. No tents, no Vistani.
Must have moved on.
Any like caravan marks?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
17.
17. Signs of their wagons, signs of them packing up and leaving, but you do find one thing that seems to have been left behind. There is a single Taraka card that was left behind. Picking it up, it is the Charlatan. And it depicts a mustached man in a noble's hat and cowl I'm sorry, not cowl, mantle, holding a masquerade mask that he has just pulled away from his face with sort of a mischievous smirk.
Mm-hmm. Does it look a little like Loki?
No.
Junko, why are you glaring at that card?
I just don't like it.
Oh, this looks like one of Madame Ava's.
I don't think those guards are left behind by accident.
I'll
Not that I know
pocket
what
it.
it means.
I got
I'll
nothing.
pocket it for now.
Okay. From here, you guys can take the road back up the mountain about 1,000 feet along that waterfall.
Doot, doot,
Do
doot.
do the tracks of the caravans go back
Away.
out and up?
Mhm.
Okay,
It looks like they would have gone back through Barovia and probably out.
rubbish. How rude.
So they probably left while you guys were resting in town. Or maybe even while you were in the castle. Who could say?
Or coincidental that they're not here.
Almost like they knew they needed to pack up and get the fuck out.
As soon as possible, yeah.
The rest of your travel up to the castle is uneventful. The waterfall is, noisy and what have you, but you reach the bridge that crosses over that long drop. The portcullis is actually open. I'm sorry, I'm looking for a specific. Where's all the music that I had picked out for the whatever? I'll just do this, I guess. You find that there are no guards in the castle, though the doors do still open for you of their own accord. At this point, you know how to get to, the base of the grand stair, put it that way. Into the room. You can still see a few partially broken gargoyles up in the on the ledges around the columned hall, and rubble and debris of the gargoyles you slew still scattered about. Light streams through windows into this hall, though, naturally illuminating it. And for a moment, there's sort of that awkward, like, well, now what? Because there's no servants, there's no guards, there's no Strahd. Like, where do you go in this great big empty castle? And then there's sort of a shuffling sound. And looking up, you see a figure descending the grand staircase. He's not wearing armor. He's in mostly like drab, gray and tan garb with like long, darker tan, frankly, tights. He's got a little scepter that sort of looks like a steward's scepter, and long, graying hair and elvish features. As he descends, you can see that in his other hand he actually has an unlit candle. You would be the master's guests.
Who are
Valkyrie?
you? Yes,
Forgive
who are
me.
you?
I am steward of this castle. My name is Rahadin.
So, where were you when, all
I
this other
was
stuff?
Contained, as was my lord.
Oh,
But now that my lord
sorry.
is free to return to his ancestral holdings, I return once more to serve he and his family.
I'm sorry we couldn't find you and free you.
But you have. And
Well,
is
true.
not your burden to tend to the servants? No. Unless you require refreshment, I will escort you to my lord. He awaits you.
Sure. It's not too early or too late. Is he asleep?
You are expected. Come.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
going to turn and start going back up the steps.
Don't they sleep during the day?
He leads you up into, you might recall where these stairs go, a certain throne room.
Oh, I have a
The-
map of this castle.
The great window is still boarded up, though the throne has been turned around to actually face the stairs now. And you can see, seated in the throne with one leg crossed over his knee, a goblet in one hand
Sure.
resting on the arm of the throne, his head sort of in his chin in his hand, staring off into empty space. The Lord Strahd.
I'm just gonna stare at him for a minute or so.
Rahadin leads you sort of to the middle of the throne room, bows and doesn't straighten up and just waits. After kind of an uncomfortable silence, finally Strahd turns to regard you. You may go, Rahadin. He waves a hand. Rahadin finally straightens up and brushes past you. Though,
Nice to meet you.
Medora, as you are kind of the closest one to Rahadin as he passes by you, his arm just sort of lightly brushes yours, and as it does, for just a moment, you hear a whole mess of voices screaming in pain and terror, agony, before they just sort of fade as he gets further and further from you.
Couldn't just, not
No.
mention that.
He seems
No.
to be prone to these.
It was definitely like this one was originating from Rahadin, though, who didn't even seem to notice. He just sort of leaves the throne room. So you have returned to Castle Ravenloft. You are
Yes.
well rested, I see.
Yes, and you as well. You're looking much better. Not that you weren't good looking, but
You may cease your prattle. So, you have come to me, and I assume this can only mean your time for departure has come. Is it not so?
It is correct.
it is so.
Very good. It would be a favor to the Lord of this land if you would return my brother's sword to me ere you depart.
Yeah. Don't have it.
Oh, there is
I gave
Uh,
it to you both.
a lady that would give it to you. She seems eager.
Oh, she gave her greetings as well.
Oh yeah, she said hi.
A lady?
The burgomaster.
Yeah.
His face changes just for a second. Like you see something cross his face. I see. Very well. Then I will call for a carriage, and you will be escorted to the mists in safety and with the gratitude of the Count von Zarovich. Ere you leave, are there any other favors I can bestow upon you? The gratitude of Strahd is not forgotten.
Would we be able to come back here should we want to visit?
The borders of my domain shall remain open, but especially to you. You who have come to this land benevolently and as saviors unexpected, shall always be welcome and will always find quarters and food within my domain.
I ask the same of you. Is there anything you need from us, either on our way out or if we should ever return?
Should I require your services, I shall track you down.
Understood.
I only have a question, not really anything I want from you. Maybe information if you got it.
Of course.
Do you know anything about Ayus?
While the name resonates with my knowledge base, and I am aware of this god's lineage, I know little of his activities. What would you know of this Ayuz?
Well,
Why are you such a
Oh.
dick?
yeah. He's causing some trouble from where we're from.
Ayuz is the progeny of the great demon enchantress Igwilv. You will find that his talents align with his mother.
We experienced those firsthand, yes. Speaking of lineage, do you know about Alessia's parents? Fathers, I think she had said?
Do not speak of my late bride in my presence again, or my
Okay.
gratitude shall be forgotten.
Well, okay. Sorry. It just okay.
Now go. You will find a carriage awaits you in the courtyard.
Thank you. As we said, Irina sends warm regards, and Medora will just start going.
He nods once, and you guys are permitted to depart.
We
Cora
totally
really
just set
wants
them up.
to give him a hug, but considering her last blunder, she opts not to.
Do we pass Randuin on the way out?
No, Rahadin is.
I don't even.
He seems to have fucked off. Though,
Good. Don't want to see him ever again.
when you go
Yeah,
out
same.
into the courtyard, there is a carriage, horses and all, waiting for you. A big black carriage with big black horses pulling it. And you can see that Rahadin sits in the driver's seat, just waiting patiently.
Rahadin,
Oh,
may
hello
I
again.
ride down next to you? I would prefer not to be.
It would
within-
be inappropriate. I believe passengers should ride within the cab.
Yes. However,
Think of me as but a servant. I am not here.
I am not confident with being inside such a thing, and I also do not come from high places.
The voyage will be short and your discomfort minimal.
You can hold my hand if you want, Medora.
I'm just gonna just stand on your foot slightly and be like, no.
Ow.
Well, I believe a tip is customary. I'll give
No
Rahadin-
tip is required. I am a faithful servant of my lord,
I
and
give
such
him a
is
piece
all
of
the
gum.
reward I could add. I shall dispose of this for you, however, if you wish.
Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to give you that. Take that back.
When you do put it in his hand, though, you also hear the screams.
Can
And
I
this entire time, like, his
do-
face never really changes.
Can I do an
very
insight
blank.
check?
Don't roll well.
On
I don't
that
have to
20,
take on
25.
You get a sense from him that He is highly intelligent. You get a sense that he carries himself as such, not out of a low self-opinion, but out of a high one. He's the kind of butler who sees himself as better than you.
One
All of
hell
you.
of a butler.
And there is a sense of haughtiness coming from him that not even Strahd possessed. And you get the sense that this guy is a fanatic. He is
Okay.
devout to his lord in a way that may not be entirely sane.
Okay, I was mostly asking about the screaming thing.
Well, Insight's not really going to tell you much about that.
Obviously, it's not. Is he internally screaming?
It
Yeah,
doesn't sound. No,
um,
none of the screams sound like his. Sounds like many men, women, children.
Rahadi, you seem to have
Maybe
some
is Cora doing
yeah,
this?
she's like
maybe it's a short journey. Maybe we will get to the get in. And I'm just gonna whisper to
Okay.
Cora, question him at the end.
What, did you hear that too? Those voices?
So all you
Did
guys
you
load
hear-
into the carriage.
Did you hear the
He's
screaming?
bored already. He's getting
Yes!
carriage.
I heard it too, and his arm brushed mine, but I really don't want to question it while we're at the top of the hill.
Do you think he eats people?
We're gonna find out very fast if he does.
Come on, guys. What's up?
All right.
I'm gonna
You guys-
brace in the carriage because I remember the speed that we came up the hill.
Oh, yep, that is absolutely happening. This is going to be just like a Dracula Dead and Loving It bit, where the carriage is just going like 90 miles an hour down the mountain.
Medora's
I
actually
put my
wedged
hands
on the
up.
floor between the seats, like foot against one and back against the other, not sat on a seat. I'd just like to wedge myself after I nearly went into the chasm.
Okay, that's fair. And it's frankly miraculous. Like, he wasn't belted in or anything. He should have gone, like, launching off of the carriage. He's having no issues up there, though. Every now and again, you hear the crack of his whip as the carriage races down the mountain. You guys have, like, a 5-minute ride. Is there anything you want to do in here, or do you just want to kind of hang on tight and wait till...
Cora, can you detect good and evil with that thing?
Shit, I don't know. Hold on.
It's been a
Even
couple
it-
weeks.
like,
Somebody
Cora
didn't give me
bounces nearly...
an item card for it, so I have to fucking
Wait, does
Google
Strahd
it.
not give you a night card? That's free.
Still not sorry.
Like, while you're bouncing down the hill, could you just do, like, a vibe check?
Oh, hold on, let me check my sheet.
Don't worry, I can
No.
Can anyone do a vibe check?
This is fucking scary. Is that the kind of vibe you meant?
For
I can
one
cast
point, like,
sunlight at him.
you feel the cart sliding, and like one of you almost goes right out the window, and for a moment, like as you're hanging out the window, you can see that two of the carriage's wheels are just off the road over open abyss, like a 1,000-foot drop down before it kind of pulls back in.
Riley,
like-
I know you said we were gonna get there fast, but we don't have to go that fast.
We want to be there alive.
Maybe don't mention, like, I don't like this guy.
Uh,
Oh,
the,
I've had a
We're not
taste
gonna
of
Oh,
that.
I know. Two of you know exactly what it's like to fight that guy.
I hate
I don't
it.
think I want to know what it's like, Medora's
No,
just-
you don't.
That guy sucks.
I like
It
being
is.
his friend.
It is actually kind of a quick ride, though. Mercifully. Or maybe not. Maybe if it had been like a 10-minute ride, but a little slower, it wouldn't have been so horrible. But
It's much nicer riding down at
next
the
thing you
floor
know-
of the carriage, not on the roof.
you can hear the whip crack and the whinnying of horses, and the carriage sort of slides to a halt a little too quick, sort of sending most of you careening into the wall of the carriage. And then
He's doing it on purpose.
opening the door, you see mist, trees.
Are we there?
We are at the edge of my lord's domain.
I mean,
And we
When
could
you
just
step
walk...
through the mist, you will return to your own lands.
Okay.
Where?
Yeah, where?
Wheresoever you are from.
We're from different
Well,
places.
I don't know if I want to go back.
As
Where
my
we came-
lord is the master of his own domain, he is the ancient and the land. He shall see to it that you are returned where you belong.
Okay.
He does like
Well,
us, right?
I trust Mr. Von Zarovich, so
Yeah, I'm grateful for the journey. Thank you.
he did say we could visit, so we'll be seeing you again.
Can I also
Yes.
copy the core emotion? But I would
Should you
like.
be summoned, I shall ride swiftly to fetch you.
Oh, great.
If I copy that, can I cast True Strike without it being detected? Because if I'm copying the finger guns, I'm pointing at him.
True strike.
No, I'm pretty sure there's still a somatic component to
What
that,
are you
but
trying to fight him for?
good try.
Unless
I
that is
respect
how
the
you
effort.
True strike.
The
I respect-
somatic is the point.
True
I
strike.
respect the effort, but I'm pretty sure there's like some arcane gestures that are involved in that, I think.
It just says you
True
point a finger at a target in range.
Does that have a
Technically,
verbal
if I
Jesus,
do
finger
that-
of
component?
death.
Nope, it's just somatic point a finger at a target, and I'm just wondering. Just Medora's kind of,
You know what?
Curious.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
but she's just gonna copy Cora and be like, "Yep, see you again," and like back off into the
You
mist.
cast True Strike on him.
I just want to know what the target's defenses are.
I don't think it tells
Why?
you.
We're
does it?
leaving.
I don't act on it. I just go into the mist. But she was just trying to work out what the screaming was, and she's backing it off very quickly.
Pretty sure that doesn't give you any info, does it? It just gives you advantage on the attack roll.
No, it tells me the insight into the target's defenses.
I think that's flavor for.
I think
have
that's yeah.
advantage.
Yep.
So what's the flavor?
So
do
you can kind of react a little bit. There is actually a 5th edition ability that will do exactly what I think you're trying to do. I believe it's a fighter class feature.
I was just seeing if I could get the flavor of what he was like.
You've got a sense
I am
that
backing up.
if you've kind of got a sense of how he might move to defend himself were you to throw an attack at him. Like you can kind of read his movements a little and see.
Does he actually react?
Was he
to
like
that?
No.
nimble?
Not in the slightest. He doesn't acknowledge the spell if he even noticed that there was one.
Hey,
You
you
may
gave
see
me the
the-
opportunity. You did finger guns. I did finger guns.
Mm-hmm.
Note to self: don't finger guns.
Don't finger
I guess
gun
I can never
anybody.
finger gun again.
I'm just mimicking people. There's no spells going on here. La 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 la. Finger
And as we're
guns.
going, I'm like, okay, guys, he had a bunch of like people screaming in his body or something. It was really weird.
Yeah, I was trying to work out
As
what
you're
was going
talking-
on, but I'm leaving.
You are in dense mist, and basically you kind of have to hold hands, or it's so thick you'll lose each other.
Guys, are we gonna?
I'm
I'm scared.
hungry.
Ooh,
Are
we
we
had
there yet?
breakfast.
Yeah.
And then you step out of the mist
Hope we don't just pop up in front of Ayus.
into an
Hello.
open field. But something's wrong. You step out of mist and into a different form of cloud. It's thick and sort of yellowish, and you can recognize that it's a spore cloud.
Oh God! Hold your breath.
You can see at your feet the ground is covered in mold and mushrooms. You can hear, "Oh, God, help me!"
Hello?
Nearby, footsteps, and like looking through this thick yellow cloud, you can make out someone who's sort of shambling toward you. They look about human-sized, but as they approach, and you can kind of see, and mind you, I'm going to need con saves from all of you because you're in spores and your eyes are burning, and if you're immune to poison, you don't have to worry about it.
Am I immune to poison?
I think only Cora is immune to poison.
If I have a periaptive brief against poison,
You're excused.
You're immune to poison.
As long as you're
Yeah.
attuned to it.
Okay.
What are those con saves?
20.
Oh, I was
20?
thinking,
Okay.
Gander
So
for
your
my dice.
E3, your eyes are just kind of burning a little bit. It's not too bad. It's uncomfortable, and you definitely like probably are quickly like covering your mouth and nose so like you can kind of, yeah. Ava,
Oh, it's still rolling.
Let's
It was
have
almost at a
another-
1. Yeah,
Ooh.
it almost landed on a 1, but it went to a 19, so 23.
19? 23. Okay, yeah, same. Eyes burning pretty bad, but as the figure shambles toward you, you recognize the face as that of Father Callamore. But you can see that he's partially hunched. One of his arms is completely gone, and there's just mushrooms growing out of his body and torso. You can see that one of his eyes has been completely overgrown by just mushroom caps growing out of it. And as he's
What
just
is
sort
this?
of shambling
Last
toward
of Us?
you, he
What? Father Callamore! I run up to him.
as he advances on you, he suddenly takes a wild swing at you with a mold-encrusted arm.
No, stop that.
No.
No.
Sit down.
It's a 14 to
stop.
hit, Cora.
No.
You easily like avoid it. I can't stop.
It's okay.
Looking about, you can see that there are other shambling forms not too far away. You recognize the field now as Emerty Meadow, very near Hummelbank.
Can we have the
Oh, no.
map, please?
Do
The
I
world map.
recognize?
Oh,
Because
oh.
I haven't.
You haven't been out here yet, so probably not.
Also, are we on a road or are we like?
You
in
are on the
meadow?
road. You're basically on the road, on the line of the heck. Like you're right here. Here, I'll move you to where you are.
I'm there. So good. Oh right. Yeah.
And that would put you about almost 5 miles from Hummelbank. But you can see there are other figures moving about in the field as well. It seems like this spore cloud extends as far. I mean, it may. There's no telling how far it extends.
Are we
So,
continually
you
like
can see that
breathing
there
this
are-
in?
Yes, you're in it. There are large mushrooms growing from the grass and the ground. Some of them have features that are disturbingly face-like, though they're not really moving. What do you
need to
do?
move.
Did she
hold
get
on.
out?
I'm gonna talk to Father I'm gonna
He takes another
I
swing
wanna-
at you.
stun him. No, let me attack
13
him.
this time. Okay.
Miss. I'll just take him down if I can, just to get him to stop.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. Like an attack roll? I want to
Mhm.
grapple him and hold him down. Okay.
Oh, you're trying to grapple him? That's athletics.
Yeah. Athletics. Okay. Oh.
If we're not
6.
leaving, do you need a hand?
2. So you
Maybe-
still
oh.
grapple him. As
Oh,
you get a
wow.
hold of him,
Tell us what happened, Father Callamore. What is this?
First, everyone forsaken.
What? No.
And like he's struggling to get free.
I let him go and back away.
And as you back away, I'm so sorry. And he seems to just sort of trudge away from you into the field.
Did you hear that? We have to get to Hummelbank.
Yeah. Let's go.
I run a little too fast.
You guys going?
I mean, yes. Is Cora allowing us to keep up?
I should be a bit ahead, but
But not getting too far ahead. Not like
Yeah.
gaining.
I presume we don't
Mhm.
have, like, our sight is not far in
No, it's effectively foggy. It's just
Yeah.
spores instead of fog. For the 5-mile voyage, I'm going to have those of you not immune make one more saving throw.
Same
Okay.
again.
20. Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
By the way, for giving up the Sun Sword, I am giving a 3 inspiration.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
nice.
+4. So I got 10 total.
Not great.
Oh,
Okay.
not great at all.
You, unfortunately, are starting to inhale a bit too much of this spore crap. For the time being, you have the poisoned condition, though
Mhm.
that more translates to like you'd start to, over the next few hours, pick up like a cough.
Is that the technical term? Spore crap?
Yes.
Okay.
There may be additional features
Spore
that we will
crap?
discuss later, but for the time
Oh,
being,
you're gonna
just,
turn into a mushroom?
on the way toward Hummelbank, though, you pass a number of other figures. Some you recognize from Hummelbank: farmers, trappers, hunters, all of them overgrown with some kind of fungal growth, and unfortunately, none of them even reactive to you. Like they don't even see you. They're just sort of shambling around. You
Okay.
pass mushrooms the size of trees, those often having like horrid demonic faces in their stalks, that are just sort of not moving, but there's just like this fluid leaking from their eyes. And the spores that are just coming down in the air. It's almost like ash raining down.
Which one of us?
And occasionally you can hear you can hear wails or inhuman screams, and you can even make out a few of the mushroom caps have actual collections of demon faces, and those are what are doing the screaming and wailing.
Can I attack
then-
one?
Do you?
No. No.
I will not this time.
You
I'll
guys
go
are
to bring out
people.
my
The fungus is people!
Does this look at all familiar to Ithri from his hallucinations in the fields?
Yeah, but this is worse. This is like what you saw in the field if it just never stopped.
I will share that with the group. I think I shared it at the time anyway, but I'll just remind the group that I've seen it.
How
Oh,
do you
Medora doesn't know.
What? So, was this Ayus? Did he do this?
It seems like it. This is what when I was hallucinating last time we were in Emody Meadow. This is like
No.
what
We
I
weren't
saw
gone that long.
turned up to 10.
Were we?
Did she get free?
And then you reach Hummelbank. There's nobody here. You see the ruins of buildings. Some of them still smoldering. You can
I go
see that
straight to
there are
Burns Tower.
some bodies lying here and there. You actually can see Elmore's parents lying in front of the farm next to 2 dead dogs.
Not the dogs.
Knoll arrows and javelins impaling them. The inn of the Welcome Lady is a smoldering ruin. You see that there's a single large mushroom about 8 feet tall, right out, like in the door, kind of blocking what's left of the burning doors. The mushroom has like some branches growing out of it that might have once been arms. The face, unmistakably Kaylee's, right on the stalk. Her sword lies on the ground in front of it. You can see that there's like a layer of mold that's kind of grown over the edge of the blade since it's fallen. You can see other bodies here and there. Some of them overgrown with mushrooms.
How does the Druid Grove look?
It's a tangled mess. The pond is completely filled with green scum. There are flies buzzing about it, and a smell of rot fills the grove. The trees that still remain look infected with something. They're bleeding some kind of thick, whitish, pus-like goop out of gashes in their trunks.
Ew.
The tower still stands, though the front door is open when you get up to the top of the stairs. Stepping through, you can see that there is the table. There are food places set at it, though only one place actually has food on the setting, and it looks like it was partially eaten. The chair at that seat at the table is pushed out. You can see that there is a set of scale armor sort of in the chair, and you can see that there's a short sword and a long sword lying on the floor near it. There's no body, just a thick mass of fungus coating the chair and the floor around it.
Do we recognize the male?
Yes.
I'm gonna run down to the prison cells.
Running down the stairs. All but one of the prison doors are shut. One of the one in which Lareth was kept is wide open. But in all the other cells, peering through, you can see rotted over corpses, covered in fungus. In one of them, there's actually a voice. Well, fancy seeing you. You know, I believed you. I thought I'd get to talk to Dracon.
What happened?
And like as you illuminate that cell, you can see Hector, the Grand Wizard of the Temple of Elemental Evil, who has grown into the wall, his very body becoming
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
fungal,
Part of the crew, part of the
crusting to the wall. His face is just kind of coming out of it.
What happened? What is this?
Our Lady is free.
No.
Praise Sugmoy. Praise her new dominion. And like his laughter sort of amidst hacking coughs sort of gives way to weeping.
How
You
do
did
we
this.
reverse this?
This is what we were trying to prevent. I'm
Where's
so
Vern? Where's everybody else? Where's Lareth? I'm asking him.
He doesn't reply. You can
I'll
just kind of
shake
hear
the
his,
wall.
his rattled breathing inside the cell.
Cora, let's go.
Go where?
In all the other cells are Korra's various prisoners, sent from other planes, other places.
I know he wasn't very nice, but do you want to put him out of his misery?
No.
I helped make this.
And how silly does he look now?
Silly isn't the word I would use.
This is what he wanted. So let him stew in it.
I don't
I'm gonna
think he
go-
understood what he wanted.
I'm gonna go back upstairs. And go upstairs.
Okay.
To where Dracon was kept. I assume he had a room.
He did.
I'm gonna go there. Try to find that.
You find it. Dracon still lays in a bed. Though, relief when you first see him, as you grab his hand, turns to shock as his whole body just sort of bursts into a blooming spore cloud. And you realize that it's not his body there. The fungus that's grown in has just mirrored it.
Cora's just gonna sit.
Cora, we need to get out of here. At least I do. I can't breathe this forever.
Oh, where?
Downriver. That's all I can think of.
It is a mighty fine predicament, isn't it? You hear from the actual stairs up, coming down as there's slow footsteps descending the stairs. What have you done?
What?
Oh, I'm suggesting that this is all your fault. You see, you were prophesied. That prophecy was about you. You would show up, reclaim the golden orb, and save the day, as it were. But where were you? Lareth's form melts off of him. I'm sorry. No more lies. Not today. I'm not actually here to make fun of you, Loki says. I'm actually here to help. I can't help feeling like this is somehow my fault, and
Oh no, yes.
I maybe thought, wouldn't it be fun to scratch his back? He'd scratch mine a little, and I didn't actually realize it was gonna be. Listen. 28 days for me is like a second for you. I didn't know all of this could happen in 28 days.
28 days later.
Really, I was just trying to keep you safe and do a friend a favor. Anyway, look. E3, I know you're not really excited to see me. That's fine. No hooks attached this time. Junko, if you prefer. I've messed with you a little bit, just a little. Thrommel's alive.
How do you help us?
My point is, we've had some good times too, right?
How do you help us? How do you help these people, Loki?
Well, they're already dead. The only way you can really, the only way you can really undo this is kind of to not let it happen.
Are you going to send us back in time to prevent it?
Well, E3, have you told them anything about, how it works?
How what works?
Ragnarok?
The end of the world? Well, I don't really know myself.
Children.
All you know how it is. That's all theories, and this god said this, and prophecy, and
Solaris? Honey, Pumpkin, do you know how this... Yes, we can...
She's staring at Dracon.
We can't stop the world ending. That's not really how the world's ending works. But the world sort of is always... There has to be a world, you know? It has to... Well, that is to say, sometimes when one world stops, another starts up. And sometimes if there's a world in the way, you just have to sort of move it so that you can get the new world. You know, it's like an assassination. You know, sometimes you've got to kill somebody so you can put somebody else in power, right? It's sort of like that, but on a more cosmic scale.
I ask again, Loki. How do you help us?
Well,
I think he's suggesting send us to a new world.
no. It'll still be this. Well, yes and no. It's kind of a new world, but it's kind of this one. It's
The Phoenix.
a little... Yes, that's the one. It just sort of needs a little bit of a push.
How do we save this one?
Well, it's gonna cost you something that you may not want to give.
If this is everywhere, I've got nothing left to give.
Oh, not everywhere. It hasn't crossed the desert yet. I'm pretty sure the Corvanians are... They've got some mages planning some pretty big spells for this country, let me tell you. Ayuz is already gone. Yeah, he left. He knows what's coming. There's not really going to be a Saragarda soon. Sorry, I get distracted. It's the moment. I feed on the energies around here. You know, it's just so dramatic. Yes, so... I may be able to help you not do this. But it is gonna cost you some things.
What?
Time, of course.
How much?
About a year?
Which one?
Well, now, see, that's a good question. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Ether. You've gotten so smart. I like to think that's a little bit of my influence on you. This past one. It's gonna mean, no friends. It's gonna mean your little cakes are gone and those favors are undone. All those good folks you saved probably not gonna be saved anymore. Whew! I shudder to think what's gonna happen over in that, what's that hick town up north? You know, the one with the canyon. Yeah, those kids are probably, they're probably done. I mean, because, you know, if you're not around to save them, well, they're just going to grow into trees, which is really ironic when you consider, you know, you've got to make a few trees to unmake a fungal omelet. It's not
Pick a different year.
Yeah, I can't do that. It doesn't really work like that.
So we can't just redo everything we've done?
And to clarify, if I lose the last year, I'm not there.
Well, there's a few allowances for such things. Yeah, you'll still be there, because it's still you. Effectively. You see, you can't rewind time, but you can sneak through it a little bit. I'm not gonna undo you. I'm gonna take you of right now and put you back where you can do some good. But in doing some good, it'll mean, well, everything from there forward changes around you. Am I making any sense?
Like I said, I would not be here.
Well, what's time travel without a little paradox?
What's Loki without a little confusion?
See? You're getting it. Exactly. I'll be honest with you. I don't actually know how the big one-eyed guy's gonna take it. This is probably gonna make a few cracks in his plans, which, honestly, for me, I mean, that sounds great. That's not your problem, though. That's his.
Do we
How
have?
What
do
do
you
you
know?
get out of it?
Hmm?
That was 3 questions.
Yeah.
What do you get out of it? Do you have a choice? And I didn't hear Medora's question.
Oh, you absolutely have a choice. You could just stay here and deal with the consequences of your negligence, but gosh.
Why
I mean,
do
I
you?
know if I'd caused this, I wouldn't want to live with it.
So why do you want this changed?
Well, because it's what you want. And because I like to have a good time. This is a bit much even for me.
A bit.
I mean, you
too
guys are
much
real
drama
party
without-
animals.
So, Goliath tree will be back?
Pretty much, yeah. What you should assume is if you succeed in what you're doing, everything you've done as a result of getting together to face Ayus and be goddamn national heroes, oh yeah, that's probably going to be undone. Because, after all, the Temple of Elemental Sin never came back. So you never went on that little adventure. But while nobody's going to remember you and you won't be celebrated as heroes, you'll remember. You'll know what you've done.
What about
Isn't
Nova?
that what every hero wants? Who? Oh, the little brat. Yes, yes. Rather tragic what became of her. What was it, 7 months ago? I suppose if we're going back a year, well, little shit gets to keep her hand. Probably never meets you. But hey, why all the sad faces? Maybe you can go find her again. Some friends transcend time, right? Isn't that what they say?
I
No.
transcended death. I don't
Yeah.
need time.
I mean, as I said, I'm not gonna force you to do this. I mean, I thought it's what you would want.
Ithri looking around at everyone else. Just.
Why can't we just go back 30 days?
Well, see, if I sent you back 30 days, he's still there. You have to go back far enough that it's before he can stop you.
And if we stop that, what do you gain?
Well, for one thing, satisfaction as I watch Odin, grand, all-seeing Odin, try to figure out how to fix a paradox. But setting that aside, I get to know that my little girl still has a throne to sit on when she's ready to take it. And I, of course, get to watch as the divine power of Ayus scratches his head trying to figure out how his temple vanished from under him. Oh, it's good. That's gonna be good. I wish I could take you with me to see that. You best believe I'm gonna see it when it happens. Because he'll know.
Okay. I said okay.
I
Can
don't
you-
have any other
Can you
options.
give us a moment, please?
Of course. Take all the time you need. I'll just be over here. And instead of disappearing or something, he's just going to take like 5 steps and stay over by the wall.
Oh, look
Is
at
he doing like
everybody
one of
else.
these, like,
facility.
Pretty much.
Where
Like-
were you guys a year ago?
Corvinia.
Depends how time works.
I was in Vigor Mount.
Presumably
Would we
back home.
are we gonna be sent where we were that year ago, or can we stay together?
You asking me or him?
I'm asking Loki.
Hmm?
Yeah, we want a moment,
Solaris
but with
Pumpkin.
questions.
Sorry, I was pretending I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, but you could hear everything.
Of course I can. I'm always listening.
It's like the FBI and everyone's phone call.
Well, as I said, I can't undo time. I'm just gonna send you forward into the past. You'll be together, you'll be right here, just a year ago. So you might want to move out of the tower. It might upset the good sheriff and his partner.
And my crew.
Oh, your crew, they'll still be on their ship with little darling Medora the orphan, happily oblivious. Of course, then that Medora will never meet this crew. But if it's any consolation to you, the lifetime of servitude that she'll probably spend aboard her ship will amount to exactly nothing, which is still better than amounting to causing all of this.
I didn't cause this.
Oh, but you did. By
You're
existing
the
and
one
being one of the
who's-
ones who could have prevented it.
You sent us to Barovia.
Only because you used an item you didn't fully understand.
I'm not arguing that one.
We could point fingers all day.
I'm not pointing
The
fingers.
important thing is you, or at least this instance of you, will go on exactly as you are now. Because you can only ever go forward. You'll just sort of be independent agents, free of fate, free of destiny. Maybe even removed from destiny, rather. It really depends on how Odin takes this little gag.
I'm really confused though. So if we go back, can we
Yes.
meet ourselves, or is it like?
Oh, I wouldn't recommend that.
Wait, so
I
there's
would,
gonna
in
be an
fact, encourage you to try as hard as you can not to find your past selves. It could get messy. You never know. The big guy might just cut it all off.
So we'll never
Wait,
be able to go.
what about you? Is there gonna be another you?
Oh, there's only one of me.
Yeah, but
I'm not going with you. I'm a god. I'm all-knowing. Me a year ago already knew this was gonna happen. Sort of. I mean, he does now. I didn't, but now I did.
Part of your own chaos.
but if there's two of me, it doesn't matter which one does what you want.
That's true.
Right.
Double the fun.
Double the
I
chances.
could- Oh, and there'd be another E3 for me to play with.
You've already played with me.
I don't think it's a good
Yes.
idea to have multiple of us.
To
could-
balance it out, Loki.
I could take care of that if you want. I could, if you want it to be merciful, I could even have other Junko take care of it for you. She's very good. You should see the way she bumps off a helpless.
You would
Wait,
kill me?
unaware-
Stop. Stop.
I'm just trying to help.
No, you're not.
Well, maybe not just trying to help.
Okay, you could pretend to not listen anymore.
As you wish. Inspects his nails.
I don't see what choice we have, but I think this is terrible.
So we've got a choice between terrible or unknown terrible.
Yeah.
Medora is going to close her eyes and reach out and just say in her mind, and you must have a thought. He says this would mess with your plans.
No reply.
Met the one other one-eyed one.
Yeah.
No, that's the opposite of that. You could not be further from one eye than
But
that. guy.
Medora's assuming that there
That's
are
what we're on
thoughts
about.
because this is going to change lots of things.
Oh, do you guys?
I don't have any hope here.
So we do it and try to figure it out after.
Hang on. I'm gonna go Rutger's sword. And I'm gonna go downstairs and pick up. I'll
You can do
like
that.
pat his scale mail. It's useless to me. Pick up his sword.
Loki,
Come back up.
how long
Still
have the
just makes-
mages been at work for this in Corvania?
Hmm?
How long?
Oh, they're turning the tower back on.
Oh,
Oh, they're gonna make sure they can't afford. I mean, you know your people can't have a plane of the abyss right here in our own world. They're going to make sure that it doesn't spread, that not even a trace of the fungal infection remains. That means it all must go.
so we don't really have choice.
There's always a choice. You could go to Corvania. You could move you could go back home. Himnheim is lovely this time of year. There's snow. You could make snow demons.
Okay, I'll do it.
Snow demons.
I'll go.
That's very brave of you. Very brave.
I think it's stupid.
You're stupid.
Fuck. What is there a plan, or is it just fuck shit up?
I know you're not asking me, but I can't resist. So you've still got the skull,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Well, you're going to want to hold on tight to that, because it's critical that you have the completed skull. Good old Faldor is going to have the incomplete one, just waiting for little helpless teenage Nova to find him and steal it, but that's months from now, or months ago, depending on how you look at it. You're going to take that skull, and you're going to sit on Zugmoy's throne. And when you do, that's when the magic's going to happen. Oh, I can't tell you. It's got to be a surprise. Just do
So
it.
we gotta go sit on the throne with the skull?
We
That's
have to-
right.
Does this mean we have to go back in the temple?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Can't we
You
just
must go
stay
back to the
here?
temple. Well, you have to slay the demon queen. Oh, you didn't think this was going to be easy, did you?
I think he means going through all of it and doing it.
Oh, no, the
again.
throne is on the top floor.
Can you just put us there?
No.
It's not.
I
far
mean,
away.
yes, I could, but I won't. Goodness,
Why?
Solaris, honey. I can't do all the work for you.
Maybe you can
Oh,
provide
hey,
us with a horse.
What is this? What is this?
Oh, it's a necklace.
Do you see what it looks like?
I'm
Why does it
sorry.
look
Where
like
did you get that? Can let mother take a
No,
look. What's it?
no. You tell me what it is.
It would appear to be a symbol of the royal lineage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why do I have it? Why can I use it?
Well, I wouldn't want to answer all the secrets at once.
I'll tuck it back away. You can't have it.
You can't have it. Nah.
I'm really trying to help you, you know.
No.
You guys all have such hostility, And here I am trying to help you fix all of this. You do understand how heroic this is, right?
We all almost died in Barovia.
The saviors of the world ride back in time like Valkyrie of legend, swooping in to carry the
What would you have done
corpses of your friends back
if
into
we
the
all
world of the
died
living.
in Barovia? Are you listening?
Well, you weren't gonna die in Barovia.
We
Please.
almost did.
You almost die every day. That's just part of the life you've chosen, but you don't. You're very good at what you do. And besides, I sent you back there with a staff of raising dead or something, didn't I? Your teenager could have... Oh, she's gone. Oh, that would have actually been very uncomfortable.
Yeah, we would have been
Talked to my
dead.
daughter, that wouldn't have been good. She's not exactly on speaking terms with me. Not to mention whatever planes the rest of you would have been carried off to. Of course, the good news is, I suppose if E3 had gone, it wouldn't have been to my daughter. You would have probably gone off to Valhalla or something. Well, the important thing is you're here, you're alive, and we're going to have a great time. A year ago. And think of how free you'll be after that. Free of destiny, free from prophecies, free from that great oaf in his eye patch telling you what you are bound to do. That's the problem.
What
of
have you got
your-
against eye patches?
Oh, nothing. I think they're a fantastic style. It's just the one in particular I find rather grating.
Okay, side question. We go there, we defeat Zugmoy.
Yes.
Do we stay in that timeline, or do
Oh,
we
of
get
course.
put back?
Oh, no, you have to live with your consequences. As I said, time only ever marches forward. We can't hop here and there, can we?
So we will have two Junkos, two
I'm just taking
E3s.
your... Think of it this way. Here, he kind of, as he does this, there's a string of magical light appears, almost like a streamer, like a ribbon, and he just leaves it floating, straight, flat. Here is a standard timeline, right? We'll think of this as yours. I'm just taking it, and he takes the end of it, and twisting it into a little loop-de-loop like so. Now you'll notice over here, there's now two lines side by side for a little while, and then you go past the loop and it just keeps going. I'm not giving you a new timeline, I'm just bending your current timeline in a little circle like that.
So there's going to be two of us at any given point forever.
Not at any given point, but temporarily, yes.
That's what I just asked if we're staying.
Haven't you ever... Think of the possibilities. You could determine who's the greatest assassin. Is it you or you?
Loki,
The possibilities.
when are you
Solaris,
going to
start.
introduce me to my siblings?
I'm not going to need to. I was planning a big old thing, but then they went and got themselves bushwhacked.
Wait, what?
In this timeline or
Oops.
that timeline?
Probably shouldn't have said that. You're not
Wait,
supposed
no!
to know that.
My siblings
yet.
are dead?
Oh, yes, absolute. Actually, worse than dead. One of them is wandering around, yammering and begging, "Kill me! Oh, please, kill me!" One of them is sort of akin to a puddle, but if a puddle were made out of mush.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Why? How? What?
Oh, yes, Zugmoy. Yes, there
explain.
was a great big fight. It was a lot. There was such a beautiful battle. They all showed up, and then Ayuz joined the battle, and Archael joined the battle. But it turns out Archael's not who he promised he was. And then things
Wait, what?
went very poor.
Wait, no.
Can you
Archaeal was
show
gonna-
us this?
Pumpkin. No, of course not.
But
Where
you can
is Archael?
transcend time.
Where-
Well, I saw it. I was there.
You didn't help?
Do like
I-
that light thing you did and
What
recreate
would you
it.
have me do, Pumpkin? What do you think I could do?
You said you're a god.
If
Yes, but not that kind of god, darling. Not like Ayuz. I'm more of an Archael man than an Ayuz.
And to clarify, Loki, if on our new timeline,
Mm-hmm.
the other timeline dies,
Mm-hmm.
before they get to the point at which we come in,
Paradox time, and that's Odin's problem. Nothing for you to worry about. There's really only two outcomes in that case. Either A, Odin wipes you out completely and you won't even have time to worry about it, or B, he fixes it and you'll never know.
I say we just go for it.
Yeah.
So if we do this, will Yorgi be okay?
What?
I'll get to meet him, Yorgi.
think she
I look at
should-
it three,
Yes.
right?
Jormungandr.
Yorgi.
Oh, those siblings. Oh, you meant on mother's side of the family.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Jormungandr is busy right now with Ragnarok and all. Currently somewhere. It gets very complicated. I think Thor's eating him or something. Yes, very, very busy right now. Oh no, I've got it backwards. They're killing each other.
Wait.
What?
Oh. I'll explain later, or
Wait, you know?
previously. I can explain what I know, but it's none of it.
Oh, but
Cor-
Ragnarok has happened so many times, and it just keeps happening.
And you just
Honestly,
let
I think-
your children kill each other?
Well, it's not like I have a choice. Why do you think I think Odin is such a prat?
you think everyone's a prat.
Not everyone. Baldo's okay. Oh, I'll tell you about that sometime. No, this is not my decision. It simply happens. Odin has ordained it. The world ends again and again and again, and we just keep bringing it back. Because time only moves in one direction, apparently. Though, he really should have been more careful when he specified what constitutes as a direction. As it turns out, a loop-de-loop that ends in the same general heading still constitutes moving in the same direction.
I am very
After all,
confused.
I figured all of that out with Tyr. We sort of had to test a few things. Look, it's rather complicated, and honestly,
Yeah.
not your problem. You let Mother deal with this, and Odin and all of his Aesir. That's
No.
Cora, unless you have a plan to keep these two alive, we need to deal with something.
No, we need to do it. I want to meet my family. On
Well,
both
you
sides.
will. You
Then-
will.
Then Cora, Loki
Without the world
must
ending.
do a family reunion in a peaceful manner.
Can we do that, Loki?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, Jormungandr is an absolute delight when it's not Ragnarok.
Okay.
Though, of course, I've made no pains about hiding the fact that my intent is indeed for you to meet Archael and his court. Rest assured, when
Dooku
all of
just kinda
this
waves.
is resolved. No, I mean the real royalty. When all is said and done,
Ah!
when this is over and finished, we are back to dealing with that pretender and his pumpkin-brained son.
But you just called her Pumpkin.
Different pumpkin. Cora's more of a pumpkin pie. Thramo's more of a pumpkin brain.
No comment.
I like pumpkin pie.
Make no mistake, I will not stop seeing to the restoration of that lineage as it should be, I will not rest until my dear Solaris sits on the throne, but I am prepared to put those schemes on hold until we resolve your little hiccup that you made here.
Why do you care so much?
As I said, I can't put you on a throne if the throne has been annihilated.
No,
Loki
why
can't
should
play
I be
mischief in a world that is gone.
Why should I be on the throne
Exactly.
at all? I don't want.
Shh, Solaris, we don't ask questions like that. Ours is to serve the people.
So you'll rest
Medora?
if she sits on the throne.
Well, yes, but that's going to have to wait, won't it?
Exactly. Okay.
Okay,
Wait until a year
I-
ago.
I guess let's go then.
Yes!
Let's just.
I
Guys,
will
do you know
try
what this
and
means?
go-
Well,
I'll try
Dracon will be back.
Yeah, but he won't know us. But at least, yeah.
He'll
But he's
probably
back.
not even lose his job at the academy, frankly.
That's
At least
that's-
we'll
He
know
only
where to
lost his
find him
job
if you
because he
guys
was
want to see him
inquiring
again.
about the Rising Temple.
You know, maybe it's better. It's better that he never meets us.
That's true.
At least
and
he'll
Nova,
be.
I guess.
And the Devourer. I mean, Hippo.
I would like to make it known that the spores are really getting to me.
Is he making that face?
Yep.
Why are you making that face?
Oh, well, since you've made your decision, I tell you what, why don't we meet up back at the throne at the temple? And when you get there, I'll work a little bit of my magic. All you've got to do is just sneak on through Noct, back to the temple. Use the orb. Oh, one of you is absolutely going to have to use it, by the way. Use the orb. You'll understand when you get to the throne.
Well, who should
And,
use it? Isn't it really bad?
Let's ask the questions when we're not gonna have two people die just from
Okay.
mushrooms.
Oh, but the spores are everywhere. You're just going to have to live with that, I'm afraid.
In the old timeline as well.
Well, until we get to until we've had our timeline cleanser.
Why
thought-
No,
can't we
do that
cleanse
now.
As
it
I
now?
said, it's a very subtle thing. I'm not just going to take you right here and bump you a year back. You're going to walk into it. Over time. It takes time to move through time.
What?
We have to walk
Understand?
to Noct, don't we?
We have to walk
Yes.
forwards to go backwards.
If it's any consolation, though, the priestess is dead and gone. All of her potions and such should be perfectly intact if they haven't been polluted or looted. You can always
Wait.
take those. Maybe there's some cough syrup.
No, stop. Who's dead and gone?
Everybody.
I'm gonna just start helping Junko.
Elia?
Oh.
Was gone?
Oh, that was her name. Yes, the fun one who was utterly convinced I was Archael, even when I told her I wasn't.
Loki, walk and talk. Let's go. We're doing what you wanted.
I'll see you there then. And he's gonna vanish in a little puff of smoke.
I'm gonna start descending the tower.
Yeah.
I hate gods.
You guys know far too many of them.
Didn't think it did.
Sorry. Sorry.
Why?
It's not your fault.
Wait, are you a god?
No.
Well,
I'm-
I haven't.
I'm sorry for Loki.
Why?
I carried him in.
Because they're just so impossible.
Pretty sure I tried saying that before.
They don't care about anything.
Pretty sure I tried saying that before.
At least
as
they
well.
care enough to talk to you.
That's the
It-
thing. Are they
They
talking to
don't
me?
care.
Or are they just talking to hear themselves talk? I really can't tell.
I don't know what I'd rather.
Are we still making our way to Noct, like right now, by the way, guys?
Yeah, I'm walking.
Alright.
I'm moving
guys
because
headed
you're
out?
dying.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you guys see that Lareth's cell was open?
Yes, I did.
Do you think he's here somewhere?
I think he ate some of the spores and now he's part of it. I don't care.
Do you think you can do that?
Doesn't matter. We're not going to be here anymore.
I'm assuming that if we get outside and look around, there's no like
Burn. I didn't
mode
see
of transport.
burn anywhere.
Remember, this won't exist once we get there.
Are you sure?
No.
Does it stop existing, or do we just stop existing here because we're over there? But this is gonna keep going.
It's already met a dead end.
As you
I
guys
just-
go ahead.
Feels like we're abandoning this place. That's all.
Loki
As
did
you-
that for us when he sent us to Barovia.
Step out of Hummelbank, following the one narrow thread of hope you have at this point. We're gonna pause here and take our first and only break.
Our first
Chad, I would
break.
encourage you to hydrate, stretch, get some snacks, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Aye.
We're back.
Wait, I wasn't right.
Nah.
Kidding. Hello, welcome
Screw you,
back.
hippie.
Welcome
That's a
back
new
to
name for Loki.
the world of fungus.
Many fun guys here.
Really putting the
Mhm.
fun
I
into
really
mushroom.
had to resist the urge to call Dracon, say that he
A fun
became
guy?
a fun guy. Yeah, it was not appropriate.
I've been spending the last week with nothing but these very puns on my mind. So,
I bet.
yeah. So
we
as
walked
you
to
depart Hummelbank, it is still a pretty lengthy walk. It's going to take about a day for you to get to Noct.
Noct. Shit.
Can we jog?
Through the poison as well.
Do you want our travel?
If you want
activities?
to rush, you can forego any kind of caution, and you could make it probably by nightfall.
Let's do it. What do we have to
Yeah,
lose?
I think we need to rush
Everything.
because poison.
It's fucking shitty already.
Yeah.
So here's the
Wait,
fun.
so mechanically, are we still making poison saves regularly?
Yup,
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
2 of you.
Yeah, that's right.
So, as you move 1 hex, Ashlow, Junko, con saves, please.
Did
Yes,
you?
sir.
Would making a face covering help?
I already wear one.
That's what's allowing them to have the saves.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Instead of just straight breathing in spores.
I meant for Ithri because Junko has one.
24.
Ah.
Yeah, Ithri's probably got. Oh, I said. He was
Being a dwarf also helps.
Yes,
Juko?
it does.
I don't want to say it.
Okay,
It's not
that's
good.
fine.
You don't want to
Junko.
say it.
You lose 4 hit dice.
6. I got
Four-
6 total.
4 hit
Mhm.
dice.
Mm-hmm. 4 of your
I
hit
don't-
dice are gone.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant from total hit points. I was like, the
No,
what?
not from your total. So,
Okay.
like, your ability to recuperate is being
Ooh.
spent.
How do I factor that?
Act as though you just spent 4 of them during a short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
As you move away from Hummelbank, it gets uncomfortable quickly because there is no air movement. The air is still, almost stagnant. And there's a constant itch on your skin as of things like growing on you. Your eyes burn. Junko is coughing pretty much the whole
Junko,
time.
stop it.
As you move to the next text, I need another pair of con saves from you two.
I'm gonna turn into a spore bitch, and I'm not.
You guys
excited.
are rushing though, so that's the good news. You don't have to go overnight in this.
27.
Okay.
How are you rolling so high? I
He's a
gotta.
He's a dwarf.
I get advantage.
He has advantage,
Oh.
and it's con, and he's
yeah.
a barbarian.
Advantage with +7.
Well, I got 17 that one. I didn't do
That's
too
better.
bad.
Okay.
I think the
You
save
lose
is
1
at
hit
least
dice.
20.
Or 1 hit die.
Was that like close? Could you add a blessing or?
It's a DC of 20.
Oh, okay. That would be all of our.
As you get out into the central portion of the Emerty Meadow, the ghosts and illusions never start up, but there are figures. Some of them humanoid, clearly afflicted by whatever infection this is, with mushrooms and mold growing over them. But
Do
others,
any of them
yes,
look like burn?
no. Others, more familiar fungal monsters. You see like those rolling fungi, the ones that are like boulders that kind of roll toward you and slam into you and then roll away. You see some of those. You see these bulbous mushroom-like figures wandering, sprinkling some kind of dirt onto the more humanoid creatures. But you continue because you are in a haste, and I need con saves.
Okay. 22.
26.
Okay. You continue onward. It's quiet. This whole area is quiet and still, and even those of you immune to the poison, it's stifling. There's a heat out here that almost seems to afflict you from within. And there's an ever-present stench of, like, subtle rot. Con saves.
21.
18.
Ooh, okay. E3, you gain the poisoned condition.
Yeah.
I like how I start doing well and you start not.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Have you been
Sacrificed
applying
it. That's
disadvantage because of being poisoned?
okay, that one was the same roll.
Cool. That's
Mhm.
there you go.
That one's still above 20. Okay, we're good.
Okay, cool. All right. We've got one more as you draw near to Noct, and the sun is going down. Last roll for you two.
So now I don't have advantage because I'm poisoned.
Correct.
Oh,
Same again, 18.
11.
E3, you lose. Actually, both of you lose 4 hit dice.
So I have no
Junko, I
hit dice.
believe that drops you below 0, so. Yeah! Damn it!
Uh-oh.
I would say it's gone forever, but that's one of the Ashlow dice, so I need it.
Yeah, you do. Need that in your life.
Junko, you take 6 points of poison damage.
It's not as bad as I was hoping.
What?
You were hoping.
Yeah, what the fuck?
My bad.
I was hoping for awful.
And all the while-
expecting, but you know.
All the while, you guys are kind of moving through this thick spore cloud. And as you approach the jungle, you almost miss Noct, because it has almost been eaten by the jungle. It's overgrown. Tendrils and creepers hanging over the buildings. Large mushrooms growing right through them. There are little fires burning here and there, and you can make out the silhouettes of human shapes, though as you enter town they scurry out away from the light, away from you, almost taking on a more primal base behavior, like cockroaches, the few survivors here. Is there anywhere in particular you want to go in Noct?
Did Loki say where to go?
Potion shop.
Well, we
He
could
said
stop
might
at the-
help.
Stop at the apothecary and then
Okay, let's go there.
just to the temple.
You
That's what
draw
we're
near
heading.
to Elia's apothecary. You see that the door is overgrown with mold. You'll have to force it open somehow, which is going to mean getting through that mold.
I'll check the back door. How's that sound?
There isn't one.
Oh shit.
The mold here is very yellow.
Ithri will just whack it with a shield. See if it.
As you do so, the mold ejects a cloud of spores that engulfs you as well as the rest of the party.
Oh, I thought it would just be me. Sorry, guys.
Those of you not immune need to make con saves against poison.
It's really just you and Junko that's
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be that guy.
How much damage do I take?
It's 19.
19?
Yeah, that sucks.
It's a DC 15 here, so
Nice.
on a failed save, you take 5 points of poison damage.
On a failed?
On a failed save, you take 5 points of poison damage. And I need you to make another save.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20, but with disadvantage, 15.
Okay, right on the money. So the mold sort of stops eating your lungs, but it does still
Nice.
coat the door.
Wait, so that didn't break it down?
It didn't break it, no.
Why don't you let
I
me
didn't
and
even make
Medora
Dense mold.
handle it?
Okay.
Just
I
back
really
up.
don't
Back up a
feel like
ways. Back up.
Didn't even. Okay. We have some of that ointment stuff. Would that help?
Restorative ointment?
Ashley's forgotten the exact name of it. Give me one. second.
Yodam's ointment.
Yes, that one.
I
I
don't know.
can't remember what it actually does.
Medora,
What doesn't it do?
do you want to help me with the door?
Wasn't there a window?
There
Yeah, but
was.
I don't want to break the window.
It's completely blocked by like this giant mushroom stalk growing
oh,
out
just
of it
kidding.
and up into a towering cap.
I attack the door.
I
Okay.
help.
Actually, first I knock on the door.
Well, you can't really reach the door through the mold
Oh, fair enough. Then I chop it.
with
I still got crowbar.
My weapon.
which is
Actually, yeah, I'll use my crowbar. Can I like pry? Get in there and pry?
You'd have to pass the mold first. I mean, this layer of mold is not. I mean, we're talking like half a foot thick.
Should we try fire? Does that work on mold?
I don't know. Maybe we just leave it. I don't know what's in there anyway.
I wanna get in there.
Okay.
That I'll blast it with a radiant sunbolt. How's that?
Okay.
You need
You
this?
blast it with a ray of sunlight, and the entirety of that mold just like shrivels and withers away, pulling
Oh, there you
off
go.
the door completely. Doesn't
Oh.
seem like it likes sunlight very much.
I've got a surprise for you.
Yeah, actually.
Okay,
The
I
door's
open
not locked.
the door.
It's
I
easy.
open
You
it.
can just push it open.
It-
Um,
Elia?
inside, there's a stink of mold. You can see shelves mostly empty, broken glass here and there.
I can't imagine.
Some strange
she's-
chemicals still just dripping down shelves.
She wouldn't be here. Let's look for potions.
Is someone there?
Who is that? It's me, Cora. I run towards the voice.
And everything we have. Running around the
Is-
shelf,
Is
you
that
see
her
an elven
helper?
woman seated, leaning against the shelf. There's a large gash in her abdomen, though, and you can see that there's mold and mushrooms growing from it that have sort of grown onto the shelf around her. She's kind of got an arm pressed against that gash, and you can see that there's dried blood on her tunic.
What can I do?
You're alive.
Yeah.
You should go.
Medilio, right?
Yes. go.
Okay.
You don't want to be here.
Okay, we're making this right, okay? We're gonna make this right.
I
I'll
don't
pat her.
think you can this time.
I'll pat her head.
We
Well,
didn't take it seriously. Didn't realize how far along they were. We didn't know the doors were open. Didn't know they could get through the doors.
They were closed when we left them.
Yeah. I broke them.
It's okay, it's okay.
You
Hey.
can see that like she's coughing up. There's a lot of blood coming out of her mouth.
We're
I
gonna
know-
try and help, but is there anywhere, any secret stash here that might be able to help us?
I was saving money. Lousy bit of good that does me now, right? I don't think there's much here anymore.
Did Elia go to the temple to try to stop this?
She tried. She went with Burn. She did leave. There's one thing. In my room, there's a loose floorboard. Potion. Might help.
Can you guys go get
Okay.
that? I'm gonna stay with you.
Okay.
Following her directions, it's not hard to find. There's a little sack under the floorboard. Most of it's just money, but there is a single tonic in there, along with a quiver of silver-tipped arrows.
Ooh.
Bring them with me.
It's 11 arrows.
Junko, you have a bow, right?
You're muted.
Okay. I hand the quiver to Junko. So 11 silver arrows. Silver-tipped arrows.
So,
Okay.
I know this sounds crazy, and I don't fully understand it either. But we're gonna go back in time, and we're gonna set this right.
Set this right.
We are. It'll be okay.
So sorry, Otis. I'm sorry.
Pat,
And
pat.
she sort of passes out.
It was horrible. Why would anyone want this?
One who feeds off suffering.
The Demon Queen.
Do you want to rest? Or do you want to keep moving?
We're still breathing in the spores here, aren't we?
You
Yeah.
are. Mm-hmm. Actually,
I
the
don't
closer
think-
you get to the temple, the stronger it gets.
I don't think we can rest. Are we supposed to be going to the temple?
I think we should get there as soon as possible.
He said it is at the top.
No sense in failing on the way, even if he fails us when we get there.
Cora stands. I think we should move as fast as we can then.
The house you guys had is on the way, right?
There's
I think
nothing
it's
there.
very generous to call it a house. It was a
Yeah, I
shack on
fixed
the
it up a
river.
little. I just want to peep in and see if
Yeah, we
there's
can s-
anything left for anyone who knew that you guys were there.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't think I can open too many more doors like that.
Don't worry.
No, leave it to us. It doesn't like sunlight, and I have plenty of that, so.
A light in the dark.
Huh? What?
A light in the dark.
Let's go. There's no sense in waiting.
You guys move forward through town. There's a few figures. I mean, obviously, there is still life here. They're just avoiding you. You see people scurry away as you go by. You look heavily armed. I mean, at this point, it's almost funny how safe the previous Noct was by comparison. How simple it was compared to this. It's really a glimpse of perspective.
Oh, I should get my orc pan.
While they're entering the house, Ithri's gonna try and go in our bag of holding for an ointment. And I think there's some in there. Don't know how
Okay.
many.
Just a reminder, by the way, at present, none of you are attuned to the golden orb. Who has it?
It's in Medora's belt pouch.
So yeah.
As in, it's the
Oh,
pouch of holding.
Somebody-
holding.
Belt of holding. That one. Yeah.
he said somebody needs to use it, so someone needs to attune to it.
I can. I have space to do so.
You sure you want
but I
to?
not yet.
So we need to rest for an hour to do that.
And who took the potion, by the way?
Me
Medora.
Okay. And I said what it was, yes?
tonic.
You said it was a tonic.
Oh, no, it's a potion of flying.
Oh.
Shit.
So I could attune while in the air.
Well, attunement takes an hour.
Yeah.
How long do I get to fly for?
Potion of flying, I believe, is 10 minutes.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's an hour.
That would be fun though.
Oh, sorry, no. It is 1 hour. Sorry,
It is?
potion of flying is 1 hour and allows hovering.
I must be thinking of Pathfinder.
I think you're just
Yeah.
thinking of the 5th edition fly spell,
Or
which is
that.
different from a potion of flying.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
When you guys get to your old shack, it's just as bad as the rest of this place.
Just like we left it.
Even as you enter, though, you're just in time to see like shadows slipping out the windows. Like there were folks loitering here, taking shelter here, and they're getting
Fair
the hell away from. It really is like cockroaches scattering before a light. As you come in, you can see that there's like crumbs and bits of food that were left here and there. A partially cut up animal that maybe they were going to cook.
Any notes or anything?
No.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
Does anyone know if we've used this ointment before? Because from memory, we had 2 jars of it, and I think they had 3 charges.
Mhm.
But I don't know where they've gone. I
We
presume
used
they're
2
in the bag of
charges on
holding?
something in Barovia. I just forget exactly what it was.
I believe
it
you
the
used
we
one
were
charge
asleep?
in Barovia.
We used 1 in Barovia. I can't remember if we've used any more. But I think that means if we each use a charge, then we get rid of 1 of the ointments and we're left with 1.
Will it heal your poison?
Yes. So,
it.
overgame. Yeah, so A3 wasn't sure, but he was going to use it anyway. Overgame, 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, cured of any diseases.
Do it.
So, Junko, roll your 2d8.
Okay.
I don't actually need the hit points.
Ooh, 1. 8.
So
Okay.
you get 11 hit points back, plus you're no longer poisoned or diseased if it was a disease.
It was, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got back to full. And I'm no longer poisoned?
For now.
Okay. Yeah.
For now. I think
It's a
we've got another
fungal
ointment.
infection, technically, not a disease, but you know.
For fuck's sake.
Just trying to have fun with
Uh.
us.
Do I need to attune to
The
this
fun
thing
guy.
before we go and cross timelines?
Yes.
Why?
because you can't fight with it if you're not attuned.
But if we go back, we're going back before anyone knows we have it.
I think we need to attune. Wait, yeah, I thought we were going back in time. Let's get to the temple and we can do it there.
If
We
I
can
need
decide
to
then.
attune to it in this timeline, attuning to it in the temple might not be a good plan.
Okay.
But if I need to attune to it in the other timeline, I don't want to summon Ayu's here before we go.
I don't
if
know
he'll
the
know.
answer. We will know. We might know more at the temple, or it might be a bad idea. Flip a coin.
Oh, you're actually flip. Okay.
Nice. I'm not attuning yet.
Cool.
Let's go.
Let's go to the temple.
Here we go.
All right. You begin into the jungle itself, and it's pretty bad here. You see a number of animals. You see all of them fungal and leaving like trails of spores behind them. It's as if the very jungle itself has become one great infectious entity. Like it's absorbed all of the life that once existed here. And as you draw near to the twisted, dead region that was once the temple, where's my D20? Where did I put my D20? Oh, here it is. I found it. You become aware that you're being followed. There's
By who?
a hooded robed figure following you.
Oh, I blasted.
Yeah.
With a smile.
And you know it's an enemy because there goes Cora.
Because Cora's off to make friends.
Well, do your
I
thing.
mean, we all notice it, right?
Yes, they are not very good at stealth.
I just stop
My
and turn
passive
around.
perception's very high anyway.
Yeah.
This
That's
Who
it.
goes there?
I thought
One
you
of
were
my
blasting.
feats.
Are you
just
blasting?
smile.
Who
With a
goes
smile.
there?
That was the joke. Yeah.
I need some numbers.
What do you mean? For what?
No, he's.
You gotta tell me what you rolled to hit.
She's not actually blasting.
I'm blasting my smile at them.
Oh, I
and
thought you were
said,
smiling
Yeah.
as you blasted. I
Who
misunderstood.
goes there?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, wow, that's kind of psychotic, but okay.
Cora has really changed.
The figure pauses like 30 feet from you. You can see that their robe is dark, blending in cleanly with the night.
But they're not good at
You
stealth.
can't see their face.
Come on then.
They just sort of furtively stare.
I'll approach them.
I will look around. I'll keep my back to this person and look around to see if this is a trap.
Okay, make a perception check.
I just stomp right up to them.
They only take like a half a step back.
That's
They don't
12.
full backpedal from you. 12? You're not noticing anything or anyone else in the vicinity. Just, I mean, lots of mushrooms, but, you know, at this point, that's just a given.
But no animals at all.
Well, I mean, that depends. Do you consider mushrooms with faces animals? It's kind of hard
Are they
to differentiate. Some, I mean, there's always some degree of movement among the mushrooms and fungus.
But they're not like jumping around, moving. They're just kind of,
Vibing?
yeah,
Yeah.
swaying as.
Mhm.
Normally, I like the mushroom vibe, but not today.
No, it's not a good vibe today.
This is great.
I'll hold my hand out to them.
Tentatively, they'll sort of move their staff into one hand, reach out a hand towards your own, taking it, grip it
I wanna-
firmly.
I insight check the hand.
Little
Can I do that?
sunshine.
Thought so.
So you are alive.
Is this another trick?
No tricks. Seems we're well past that.
Is he still under the hood?
Mm-hmm.
I want to reach
Would
up
have
and
thought
move.
you'd be going in the other direction.
I want to move his hood away.
Lets it drop, and you can see.
Is there a
the-
mushroom under there?
No. Clean shaven, sandy blonde hair, and
Same as always.
vibrant colored eyes of Lareth the Beautiful.
So beautiful. What
I'll
happened?
glance over. Friend or foe?
I mean, I guess I know what happened.
I don't believe I've made your acquaintance. Looking at Medora.
Friend or foe?
He's my
Thanks.
Foe.
friend.
I'm gonna trust D3 on this one.
What are you lot doing out here? And where's your little pet project?
Who's that?
She went home.
What are you doing out here?
What are you doing out here?
I'm working.
What's your new title?
I don't need a title. Not anymore.
Because you
You
have
like
no
it?
one to rule.
I was never interested in rule.
And
Only
you have no one to
knowledge.
bully.
You can't be happy with this.
I suppose it is a bit extreme, but it doesn't particularly vex me.
If the world ends, so does knowledge.
That seems a bit dramatic.
This is dramatic.
The Demon Queen has taken over her new domain. But make no mistake, her domain is not infinite. It is a finite space, and within it, she's as a goddess. But outside, and there is an outside, it's business as usual. Which brings me to wonder what you're doing still here. Didn't figure you for the sort to continue existing right here in the abyss.
You know nothing of the true abyss.
Oh, I think I do.
We're gonna put
Ah.
a stop to this, Lareth.
I'm not gonna stand in your way. I owe you that much. But I suppose I also can't just stand aside either. I owe other allegiances just as much. The Dark God, the Laughing Demon, he's away from home right now. I've got quite a reward waiting for me. A good bit of knowledge in exchange for holding down the fort. Don't think I should just be letting you waltz on in. So,
Well, it's
let's
Lareth,
have a...
we're not doing anything. We're just looking.
All the more reason for you to turn around and walk out of here. Then I don't have to fight with you. And we don't
Lareth.
have to turn this unpleasant.
You know I've always been truthful with you.
Mm-hmm.
know this is gonna sound crazy, but we're gonna go back in time.
Make a persuasion check,
With advantage?
countered by the disadvantage of how outrageous what you're saying is.
That's not outrageous. Persuasion. A 21.
He's quiet, sort of scrutinizing you.
We're not doing
What
anything
magic
here.
is this?
Magic of gods.
I've heard of gods stopping time. I've heard of wizards stopping time. No one's gone backwards in it.
Technically,
It's
we're not
kinda-
going backwards, we're going around in circles.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how he explained it.
And why would you go and do a thing like that?
Lack of choice?
Because we came back here, and this is what it is.
And what are your intentions in the past?
I'm
It's
gonna
technically the future,
Yeah,
and I
technically,
think the
actually,
less you
she's right.
know, the better.
Well, I was about to tell him everything.
Or
He deserves to know.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Is there anyone you don't tell?
This'll...
Just
No.
Luri.
no, Matilda,
Um,
no.
We're gonna make sure this doesn't happen.
I mean,
And how, pray tell, are you going to do that?
Willpower?
I furtively glance around.
we don't know yet.
We have the ability to do so.
You have the golden orb.
I didn't say that.
She definitely doesn't.
And that's why you're here. You're gonna fight the Demon Queen. All this time I've been looking for it, and you went on and had it. Right under my little nose.
Told you what we were doing.
And I suppose you wouldn't be coming back if you hadn't completed it. That must be where you went. That makes sense now. You were sacrificed into the nodes, and you put the golden orb back together. Didn't you?
All but one.
You can hear like the creaking of his leather gloves as his grip on his staff tightens a little bit.
I would like to cast
Look.
banishment.
I. Cora was,
Do it!
was gonna.
Do
I
it!
would like to cast
You
banishment.
can. Cora's,
As Cora's
also at
talking.
that time. I'm gonna reach out and touch his hand on his staff just to try to be like,
Stunning straight that bitch.
I am gonna.
Banishment
cast
is a charisma saving throw, yes?
Yep. And if this doesn't work, I'm getting behind a tree.
"Achoo!"
There's no trees anymore, they're all mushrooms.
Are you
I'm
doing it
getting
like
behind a
this
giant
again? Banishment.
shrimp. No.
Finger gun.
She's going to 12
Behind
her
a tree.
staff. And as the sort of black smoky tendrils that kind of hang around her just gather, she's hoping that this works.
I feel like he's got a pretty good charisma, so.
So,
Well,
So
he has a damn good charisma that he's proficient in.
nice.
For a total of 10.
Nice.
But he also has counterspell,
Oh.
but this is a surprise round, so he doesn't get to use that, which also means he can't use his reaction to dispel and eat your spell because he was caught off guard by it. I'm going to even go so far as to say he's distracted by Cora like grabbing his hand for a moment, and that one moment he
You're
misses it. He doesn't eat your spell or rebound it on you or do any of the cool shit he's got. Nope. Off to the frickin' abyss with him.
Oh,
Wait,
well,
where does he
technically
go?
a harmless demiplane. I don't care
Mhm.
which one, but he's incapacitated while he's there
But it's
for an entire
it-
minute. Can we run? Run!
Matora!
yeah.
I
Bubbles.
And I just grab Cora.
We
and
weren't
set-
talking!
I don't care, Cora. You talk enough, and start running.
I have a mechanical question. Is this still the same? Is this the material plane we're in right now?
You are in the material plane, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She
It
just brought a little bit of the
technically-
abyss here.
It technically doesn't matter because if the target is native to the plane, they go to a harmless demiplane. If they're native to a different plane, I send them home.
Yeah. I
And
was,
then
I was
Which,
try
trying
if
to-
this
and
was
leave
the
them there.
abyss, you could have locked him out by sending him
that's-
back to the
yeah,
material
That's why I
plane.
was.
Yeah, I got
But
it.
Yeah.
We have a minute and we're running. I just grabbed Cora and I'm dragging.
Wait, can I write him a
Nope.
note?
Nope.
No.
Cora,
Run,
take her
Cora.
other arm.
He's gonna be pissed when he gets out of there. You
I don't know.
guys.
I mean, he doesn't know my name. It's fine. Let's go.
You didn't attune.
You didn't attune. You guys are running. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
come
can
in sight
see.
of the temple.
Go up,
Across
up.
the broken walls and ruins. As you're running, you hear a crunch, and looking down, E3 will say, you probably wish you didn't, because there are rats in the grass, but they've been overgrown with mushroom, with fungal tumors that have made them very much like nasty little balloons.
Are they like a king rat?
Worse.
A rat king?
So are they still alive, or they just?
Oh, they're a
Used
lot.
to be
Well,
rats.
yes, they're considered plants.
Okay.
And
Is this a swarm?
every time you step on a rat, it spores
Cool.
Okay.
because they are designed like if you've played Halo, they're like the
Yeah.
flood poppers.
Yeah.
They
How long
just
can we hold our breath for?
Careful. Depends on
1
your-
minute plus your Constitution modifier minutes.
It also depends if just because they're spores doesn't mean they won't affect you through your skin. So
Mm-hmm. That's the fun of a fungal infection. You guys run through it, and I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws. This close, immunity to poison is no longer functional, as you are in the Demon Queen's domain now.
Natural 20!
nice.
I got 13.
13, you
16.
become poisoned.
Would the immunity
16,
at least give them
you become
an
poisoned.
advantage?
Not here.
Oh,
Not
it's worth
this.
a try.
This constitutes as like lair.
I got yeah,
Qualities.
that's fair. I got 24.
Okay. So yeah, the two of you are poisoned as you rush into the temple ruins. You know what? What the hell? Let's have a look, huh? Let's go back here. I don't remember where are your tokens even on this map?
It's been a while.
It's been such a long time.
I will have the wrong token on this map. Probably.
I can see a Cora. I can see a Medora.
Mine's not. Oh, it loaded. Okay.
You're in the wrong place.
Where are they?
Oh, I
Uh,
see a person who doesn't exist here anymore.
Yeah,
Hang
So-
on. I fix. I see Junko and E3.
yeah. Northwest.
Hello.
Just up and to the
I see Medora.
left. Yeah, keep going for Cora.
I can't.
No, stay there, Cora.
Ugh. I can't.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Hello. Hello.
Where is? Oh Jesus!
Keep just same direction.
What
keep
are you?
going.
How did you even?
Help! Help!
Are
Help!
you,
Help! Help!
are you really
Oh my
surprised?
God!
Where am I? Hello.
I mean,
Hello?
I think because mine's still going to be the wrong lights and everything as well.
It's fine. We won't.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like my vision and things is going to be all over the shot.
Okay, there's the four of you. You come running up the temple steps. You can see that the doors, actually are no longer open. But the temple itself still looks eerily similar to how it once did, which is kind of off-putting in its own light.
Because it's not like fungal.
Don't you guys
Yeah.
think we're gonna have a problem now?
Yes.
We were going to have a problem anyway.
Yeah,
If
but
you-
you're not attuned, and we could have talked, maybe.
Ithri tries to open the door.
The door does open.
Get in. Is
Oh,
there? I
man, he's-
presume
he's
there's
gonna be
nothing.
so mad.
immediately
Beyond,
inside.
you can see the reddish-brown, slate-like stone tiles of the vestibule. You can see that the walls are plastered and painted with scenes of torture, mayhem, slavery, robbery, thievery, more unspeakable acts. Dim light, actually, no light. It's nighttime. No light filters through what you can see with your own light sources to be stained glass windows, which cast revolting colors upon the greenish stones of the floor to the north. And also to the north, you can make out the dimly lit nave of the temple. What do you do?
Pause for 1 second to listen for any kind of movement.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, 11.
No movement.
We know where to go. Right, guys?
Let's go then.
Right, guys?
Yeah,
We have to
Up,
go
up,
up.
up, up, up.
let's go.
Make sure you're moving your tokens as you move north into the actual nave, past a number of white marble pillars veined with ugly red. You could make out the altar block of pinkish white marble that you once used as a latch point for grappling hooks. You can see shards of broken crystal vessels lying about a 20-foot diameter well just beyond the altar. What do you do?
Ithri is just pushing forward unless there's anyone stopping him or anything happening that's exciting.
Nope. I'm assuming the minute has passed. So
Oh,
He-
long since, yeah.
he is on his way. Let's go. Just go.
So,
It's been
You
like
know, he
5
could probably
minutes at this point.
teleport too, just saying.
so Ithri's
Well, then I'll do it
intention
again.
is to run up to where the corridors go round the stairs down, and then just
Wait, is this the right way?
keep going, yeah, and then turn right
It's-
and hide here.
What? Why are you
Yeah,
hiding?
so there's a
Because he's
flight
facing
of
us, I presume.
broad, tall
Nobody's there.
steps, 20 feet wide, which go down to the north. The stone there is dull gray, but you can see flecks of color: white, blue, red, green, and black, all dotting its surface. To the north is a stone railing with supports of white, brown, and green stone, all alternating. The upper portion is cinnabar. The floor beyond is paved with 3-foot squares of highly polished red granite. And the columns here are square and painted to show scenes of fire and suffering, with demonic creatures leering out of the columns at you. And of course, further north, well, you know. A huge bronze vessel chased with copper. It has 6 legs, holding it slightly more than a foot above the floor. The basin-like pot is 8 feet in diameter. Its bottom is filled with old charcoal, bits of blackened bone, some undefinable lumps, maybe a bit of skin. A piece of chain still hangs over the altar, and evidently other similar chains also once hung here, though their bronze links are broken. Short pieces lie on the floor around the area. The altar's rim is dented and cut, as if struck by a number of hard blows.
Right.
Medora, did you say you can't cast the hut anymore?
No,
What happened
not
with
in the
that?
slightest.
I mean, now's not the time for.
I mean,
Well, no, she
Wise.
needs to attune.
Yeah, you
I know I
attune.
need to attune, but
Guys,
We'll protect you.
we
you
hide
attune.
here. I think if he starts fighting us, you need to help, but he will eat spells.
I
sure,
don't
I'm not
cast
going to be much help
spells.
then.
I'll take him out. Medora, you just don't stop attuning.
Okay.
Quick check. Is attuning an action?
No,
Attuning is an hour.
it's an
Yeah,
hour
yeah, but, like,
concentration.
It would
Basically.
count
Mhm.
as doing an action to
It
start
counts as movement
multiple
and
actions.
bonus action and action.
Counts
Here, you
everything.
can hide under a blanket.
You basically have to
Yeah,
sit
I'm
still
just
and concentrate mechanically.
Is there a space under that altar?
There's a little space under the basin, the under this, like the bowl. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it's visible.
it's-
I don't think it's.
Yeah, but it's dark in here technically because I
It
don't
is dark
actually.
in here.
I don't actually have a
So-
light source. That's a previous.
He can see.
Okay. Do I need to be attuned, Loki? Loki,
Yeah.
we got here.
We did it, Loki. Where you
You
at,
told us
boy?
to walk.
He said we'll need to use it, so yeah.
Use it on the throne. So I think you
wouldn't
need to
attune while
to
you're
it
on there.
first. No,
Okay.
attune first. And then
Unless
sit
you
there.
think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay,
I will
Okay.
keep lookout.
I will also
Um,
keep watch.
I will also.
I'm going
watch.
to suggest that
Defensive
I hide.
formation.
I need to find a corner to hide in. That it would take him as long as possible to find me.
From the south of the temple, you can hear
Fuck it,
followed
hide
by
in the
like
plain sight.
heavy booted footsteps just clack,
Wait,
clack.
I'm gonna
clack
go
on the
meet him out
stone.
there. I'll keep him busy.
I'm gonna pop
You
my
got-
cloak
you s-
over the top of me and just start
He
attuning.
won't hurt me. We're fine.
Yeah, but
I'm fine.
stay within like 35 feet. That would be great.
Okay, sort of. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna hide like right here. Is this the direction I heard it coming from? Over
Mhm.
this way.
From back toward the entrance
I'm
on the
gonna
other side of the nave.
I'm gonna listen to the footsteps and I'm hoping for like a Krauser Leon like quick time event. That could be fun. You know, like RE4. No,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can hear clack,
I'm listening to the
Clack.
footsteps.
clack. I mean, to be fair, it's a big fucking temple. I'm thinking of like that bit in the beginning of Spaceballs where like he's got to run to get to the other side of the ship. Like that's this
Yep, just like
stupid
except
ass
he's not
temple.
running.
Yeah, yeah. It would take him a full
Or how
goddamn
about
like 5 minutes to walk all the way to where you're at. So
how about Monty Python and the Holy Grail with Lancelot?
that too. Yeah. You can hear the footsteps draw nearer, and
Like,
indeed,
how close?
there is a light that illuminates the nave
I'm gonna peek.
as the figure is drawing nearer to you. I just realized
What's
I
a
never
light?
actually made a token for him.
Oh, oops.
So I'm gonna have to
I
stall
see you
while I'm...
peeking at 3.
and during this, so Medora, you are beginning the process of attunement.
I'm under a
Mhm.
cloak, under a thing.
Is
Hoping
that a
that
yes?
it's yes. Hoping that it's such an
She's under a
obvious
blanket.
place. I'm like, yep, fuck it.
You need one of
Okay.
those like that Frodo and Sam had.
Oh, this is
Just,
getting
just a
weird.
little like letter that's like definitely not Medora.
Yeah. Pay no mind to the things shuffling about under the cauldron.
Hey, I'm sat still.
So is it over here? Is that right?
He's like walking up the middle of the nave.
This is a really echoey chamber, right?
Very. I
It's
mean,
huge.
it's an
Okay.
empty cathedral.
In that case, I'm gonna call out to him, but I'm gonna do it loudly so that it like kind of so he won't know where I am. Maybe, hopefully.
Hmm. Yeah, you could probably get away with that in this place. It has the
Yeah, I'll
acoustics
do
for it.
that. I'll yell out. So is this all you ever wanted? Wanted. What about
Okay,
going to
don't
next
push it.
Regnum? You don't like that?
You're enjoying that far too much.
You
It's
are
fun.
definitely enjoying that. Here, let me create the lighting for you. As he approaches. Now
God.
that was mighty unkind. Here I thought we were having a conversation.
She spokes easy. Easy.
Okay, it's not that echoey. Jesus.
Cora's learned ventriloquism in our long time away. That was how she spent her
Yes, I
time in
have.
Barovia.
I had to get a hobby.
I like to think we're something of kindred spirits, you and I, little sunshine. But you know I can't allow you to undo all of my work. Why don't you come out and we'll talk about this?
I think we're talking fine here.
And what exactly are you thinking you're gonna do? You know, once you rewrite history, all your work's gonna be undone too. Am
I'm
I
just gonna
wrong?
You're not. We're just gonna redo it.
Seems like you might save yourself the trouble. He's making a perception check. Make a stealth check.
Uh-oh. Has it been an hour yet?
Not even close.
I got a 10. Do I have
10.
advantage? Because I'm hidden.
In this case, I would say you'd have advantage already, yeah.
Or a bonus or something. Okay, let me roll again then. Yeah.
But you never
21.
thought you'd miss Nova's pass without trace so badly.
Right. Well, I wouldn't be within 30 feet of her, so
True enough.
21.
Okay. You can hear his footsteps as he's like moving into one of the sub temples. You know, I never did intend on betraying you, little Cora. Contrary to what you might think, I am a man of my word. I didn't want this, and you can hear like a crash as if he just struck something or maybe overturned a basin somewhere.
So do you want it now? It doesn't have to be like this.
I quite agree. You could turn right on around and head out of here. I'd even let you take your little friends with you. Of course, you're gonna have to leave the skull.
Being greedy.
You know, I learned so much. I wanted to share it with you.
Well, do tell. His voice is getting just a little bit closer. It seems like he's coming back in your direction. What are some of these fine lessons you've learned?
She's like clenching her fists. Who my parents are?
No reply.
Something as a fellow orphan, I knew you would understand.
Fellow orphan. Little sunshine, that may be the least significant facet of my personality. And I assure you there are many, many dull facets.
I'm gonna wait for him to get close. And then I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
As
I
soon
would
as
say
he's
at this
within
point, let's roll
within
initiative.
range. Okay.
Everyone?
Everyone. You guys aren't on the turn tracker, are you?
I don't
I
see
didn't
it.
realize there was a turn tracker.
Oops.
Oh, it just popped up.
One moment. There's a wait. Oh, wait, Medora, it added you automatically. That's good. There's a Cora, there's an E3, there's a Junko. There's a Lareth.
This is giving me deja vu.
You knew it was coming one day.
Yeah.
Hey, we killed him once.
And
To
I
be
brought
fair,
him
in
back.
theory, you could kill him a third time if you kill him this time.
Third time's a charm and all that.
I mean, I have
Maybe.
no idea who he is. I'm just gonna hide under this thing and hope for the best.
I mean, you've definitely. I would assume you've got the idea. This is not one of those nice guys.
I'm
Look.
hoping he thinks that he's so intelligent that hiding in plain sight would be like the most stupid thing that he doesn't check. He's like, no one's stupid enough to hide there, right?
I'll do. All right, so I'm assuming since the rest of you were kind of holding off, Cora, I'm gonna say you can make your attack.
Oh, is this
Is-
like a surprise
Since
round?
others were kind of in hiding. Yeah. No one was really acting.
Okay, can I move to an appropriate spot? Where's he?
You effectively have a turn.
Well, I would be here.
Yeah, he was
And I
he was
will-
walking west.
So I actually would wait till he gets about here. And then I would just pop out and full attack
Okay, well then.
with my staff. Don't worry, guys, I'll stun him. Maybe.
Okay. So you leap out.
Do I have advantage?
You do. He didn't actually know where you were. So as you leap out, you can see that he is now garbed in plate armor once more.
Oh, you little fuck.
And he
Wait,
is
he
dual
got
wielding.
plate armor on?
He has a
Nice.
staff and a
He's
mace.
dual wielding?
Mm-hmm. He has a staff and a mace.
Okay,
The staff is
You know what?
glowing.
I'm going to disarm him of that stuff.
You're gonna try.
That's right, with advantage.
She's gonna succeed.
You don't have advantage on that
Why?
because that's not an attack roll.
What kind of attack?
Just
What is
attack
acrobatics?
That would be athletics.
Okay, never mind. I'll just attack and stun him, then take it from him.
Okay.
him.
Shit. Okay.
Break it while you're at it.
23 to hit.
23 is going to hit.
That's
Surprising.
Get him.
11 non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Make a save using a key point to stun.
This is a con save.
Yes.
16.
What did he roll?
13.
I hit him again.
Okay.
14.
14 is not going to hit. As you go in for the second swing, he sort of brings the mace and staff into a scissor shape, catching your staff in the crook of it.
I use another key point to get 2 more attacks.
And just a little, there you are.
Here I am.
Huzzah!
24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll
Make a
hit.
con save. 7
Okay.
non-lethal damage.
Shit.
You fail.
Well, here we go again. So, with that being the case, I think he's going to use his first nemesis resistance
What the fuck?
and make his save instead of failing.
You stupid little. Okay, you took 7 non-lethal damage, and I have 1 more attack. You little shit. Nemesis resistance. Ugh, 13.
13, sorry, is not going to hit. He knocks your staff wide with his mace with a powerful backswing. Is that the end of your turn?
What can you use inspiration to do?
Take another action. Re-roll a d20. Deus Ex Machina.
Another action could be another attack.
It could, yes.
Could it be another 2 attacks?
If you spend a key point. Or it's whatever you can do as an action. Sorry. If you have the extra attack, then yes.
I
It
will
does
spend
not
my
give you another bonus
inspiration-
action, though.
I will spend my inspiration
Okay.
to make an attack,
Okay.
which is another 2 attacks, which I also have advantage on still, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to take him out, like, right now.
Yeah, I got that.
Here's my
I mean,
attack.
you did catch him by surprise, and then you're just
know,
a
this is
swell
like
of attack.
20.
Ooh, right on the money.
Oh, I know his AC. Oh, that was the wrong dice.
I'm just going to
Hold
go
on.
ahead and preemptively roll my con
11.
save.
11. okay.
11 damage.
Yeah.
Is that a con save?
Yes.
Jesus fuck. He's going to use his second nemesis resistance.
You can't have too many of those.
That was an 8?
I will. This is my last attack. That's gonna hit.
Yep,
26.
that sure is.
Fucking hell.
Make a con save.
Oh my god.
7 non-lethal damage.
14 to save.
What's the DC again?
You tell me.
Hold on. I'm gonna double check that. Hold on. I think it's 13. Class features. DC is 13, so I'm gonna use. Does it tie?
He wins a
To-
tie.
So I'd have to use 3 Chat's blessings
You would have to, yes.
for him to
What did he get?
14.
And the DC's 13. You'd only have to use 2.
Oh wait, you're right. Is it worth it, guys? Should I do it?
Do it.
I mean, you
I-
spent so much, you may as well keep going.
Do it.
Okay, I'll spend 2 Chat's blessings so he fails it.
He's going to use his third and final Nemesis resistance.
Good. I
Didn't
got
plan
through
on
'em.
spending all those yet. Thanks.
You should have known
Awesome.
better.
I hope that's not per turn.
It's
That's
not
the
a
end of my turn.
Lessia, right? Doesn't also get like
Legendary
20 healing.
creature?
I'm gonna use my move action.
That's not a thing. But you can use your
I'm
movement.
gonna move, and he can't attack me because he
Surprise round.
right.
Unless he has something that lets him act in a surprise round.
Unless he's got a sentinel.
Yeah,
I mean, surely he's kind of a bit busy dodging shit.
yeah. I move over here. Does he attack me?
Okay. He does not. Cool.
You like that?
Uh,
I love Cora.
okay. So yeah, you smash him
That was a lot of
repeatedly
hits. and key
in the
points.
armor. He's tough, but you're fast. And though you don't stun him with any of your blows, you do leave him a little bit haggard and breathing heavily as you duck behind the next column. Junko, it is your turn. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna hear fighting. I'm presuming coming from where we came from. That's 25.
Don't lead him over there, for the love of God.
Yes, 30. Can you give me a moment, ma'am? You know what? No. I'm gonna dash over here. Wait. Ah. All the corners. It's making it hard to move. So, started here. Yeah, that will work. And then
The fun thing about dynamic lighting is right now you probably have no idea where he is.
I don't, so I'm gonna
That's
go right
how it should
here
be.
instead,
Okay.
and I'm going to hide.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So make your stealth check.
Of having advantage. 17 plus 7,
Okay.
24.
24. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You don't see him, so you have no idea if he sees you right now or if he noticed.
Also, I would like to take out my Kusarigama.
Ooh, okay. Exciting. E3.
E3 is gonna step out here. Can't see shit.
I love
Uh,
this.
5. So I've got.
I'm just gonna be
Like,
like,
15.
I've been
This
so
to him.
sad. This great big freaking map, and there's no like combat on it. Like, no, give us a fight, damn it! I want to use this big battlefield. It's awesome.
Okay, so I can see Cora. Which way is?
Can you?
Yes. Which
Mhm.
way is Cora facing? I think I can see like half of you, so I wouldn't be able to see.
She'd be like kind of looking this way.
Like leaning around the column,
Do left
Yeah.
or right
Her right.
of the map. Her
looking
right,
northward.
looking north towards E3.
So like you guys kind of make eye contact as she leans around the column.
Okay, then
And she just-
E3 is going to just get to here and try and keep Cora in sight.
I freaking love that you guys have no idea where he is right now. I love it so much. Dynamic lighting's so good. Thank you.
And that was my action to dash, so I can't.
Okay.
I'm not going to rage
you're
because I don't know
gonna-
where he is.
Damn it.
Not yet.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'll just rage and then he'll just be like, "We'll see you later," and I'll be like,
I guess I could smack
I'll
you
come back.
along my way, you know?
mean. That's me done.
Okay.
Come get me.
Um,
Hello, follow me.
He is going to pull the mace in close and kind of exhale on it. And as he does, the head of the mace begins to glow with unholy energy. As he says, I offer this token, this ode to Wrath. He's going to use Call of Sin.
Oh, you fucking.
You know what? His passive perception is fucking dope. Cora, like, you're kind of like waiting for him to come around. Like, oh my god, I just realized you're kind of having the horror movie thing, like where you're like trying to slide around the column and like
Yeah, I'm like.
you suddenly leap around the column and he's just not there anymore. And you turn back and he has moved up behind you and brings the mace down on you.
Is this non-lethal?
It is not.
Oh,
So rude.
Feels bad, man.
Okay, if you incapacitate him, he's as good as dead anyway. So he's
no,
fighting
he's
for his life.
not.
We'll see. He doesn't have to decide till he kills you anyway. Okay, well, good news. The unholy glowing mace only got a 9 to hit you.
That misses.
So you evade the wrathful mace, but he's using multi-attack, so he's bringing in the staff now for a blow. This one does not benefit from Call of Sin. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, no.
Okay, very lucky. The staff strikes against the column with a loud thunderclap that leaves like cracks in the stonework. And he's going to use a healing word.
Oh, little healing word.
Still 8 hit points.
That's a lot for a healing word.
Okay.
What's the word?
Just a quiet little prayer to the Devourer.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Back away, little sunshine. Your fight's done. Medora, are you currently continuing to attune? Your turn's coming right up. Or just kidding.
Yeah, that's true.
What you doing, Medora?
Bitch, you better attune to that thing.
I just want to ask GM. My one with shadows. When you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible until you move or take an action. I'm assuming I can't do that and then continue attuning.
I feel like you can't. Because I think if you use any action, it would interrupt what you're doing.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to check. Because I would understand it starting again, but I just wanted to check if I like froze in place and then attuned, it would disrupt the one with shadows.
Well, no, because you're not doing. It's not an attack action of any kind, so you're not. It wouldn't break your invisibility, but.
So.
But you'd have to start over the attunement process.
But you're happy for me to take one with shadows and then attune as one with shadows?
You're welcome to do that. You'll just have to start over the attunement process.
I'll lose a minute.
Oh, maybe 5.
But five out of an hour.
Yeah, there's still 55
so
left.
I will take the one with shadows and basically I will stay where I am.
And just vanish into the darkness.
And just vanish.
Okay, got it. Sure. Okay. Cora.
Yes. Is going to destroy you. Inside and out. Does he
What are you doing?
respond?
Not yet.
I attack him again with my staff.
It's a fight, not a conversation. Yeah,
I wanted to just.
you got
have a
about 6 seconds at a
conversation.
time, and you said your piece.
I assume that misses 12.
12 is gonna miss. Yeah, just glances off of his armor.
Second attack, 18.
Miss. Glances off of his armor.
Key point.
Okay.
Come on, you fucking
Miss.
13.
Glances off of his armor.
$15.
This is
Miss.
not-
Glances off of his armor.
That was not your turn. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was pretty shite. And then I'm gonna move. This way.
As with his weapons, he sort of
Oops.
catches your attacks and flings you off of him. Still panting, he says, "With the right knowledge, it won't matter. Won't." Kind of cracks his neck. If one
don't-
knows the right things, you can transcend destruction itself.
Not from him. I didn't
Through him.
disengage.
You did not disengage.
If he wants to attack me, he can.
He's gonna, yeah. I guess with the staff, because the mace stopped glowing at the end of his turn. Well, that's a natural 20. Never
But-
fails. It's always the attacks of opportunity. Always.
Got
That is one-handed though, so that is 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and he is going to spend 3 of the staff's charges. To add another 14 damage for a total of 29 damage. So as you depart, he cracks you with the staff, and it just sends you flying through the air, sliding along the smooth marble surface,
shake it off,
like
shake it off.
a good 20 feet. And you like spring up to your feet, like kind of limping a little bit as you keep moving.
Huh.
Oh my
Yep.
god. And the hit that Cora just took left like a thunderclap that everyone could hear, maybe even vibrating the floor a little bit. Junko.
I'm going to continue my 5.
I just realized that you guys still can't see
30.
him. This is a really fun layout for a combat arena.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
I can see him now.
Arrives nose to nose.
I'm like doing stealthy kid stuff, and I just see him, and he's
So
within
that
my
was
range.
a dash to get there, yes?
Yeah,
Had
but
to be,
I'm a
'cause that was
rogue,
60
so I.
So bonus action dash. I got it.
Yep.
Okay, so you
And-
just book it, flooring it across the floor, rounding that corner with your Kusarigama, spinning through the air and bringing it around. Let's see if it hits.
I'm going.
You were hidden,
for...
so you have advantage on this.
Okay, good, because that was a 3 on the die. Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh, you got him back. Okay.
Yeah, see, look. Oh, don't mind my dirty mat.
Junko says that.
Yeah, weird.
Let's get some damage.
I actually would rather like take the ball part and trip him.
Well, it's too late for that.
Okay.
You were attacking. You have to say that before you start rolling dice.
Well, sir, you
Also, you don't want to give
Push
up
me.
that sneak attack crit.
no, I don't. 1d4. Okay.
So it should be 2d4 effectively.
Yeah, I'm just having trouble getting it out of the foam. So there we go. 2, 1 plus 4, and then sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
46.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah. This is lethal, by the way.
Noted.
3,
Also fair.
2, 4, 4. That's 4 so far. I'm gonna write it down. 1 second. There you go. 6, 6, and this is doubled because, right?
No, you that's why you rolled 2d4 instead of 1d4.
No, this is my sneak attack.
So you just roll twice the dice. You don't actually double it. You're just doubling the number of dice.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's 4d4. So 1, 2.
So it should be 2d4 plus 8d6.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
Yeah, that's fine. There's 6. Oh, I just rolled a shit ton of damage.
Mm-hmm. So what's the total?
5. Un momento, por favor. That's a lot of dice. I'm just putting it all in roll 20. 1. Ah! 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 6.
You know, you can just
Five.
type into roll 20
I
2d4
am.
plus 8d6 plus
I
4.
already rolled them all. And my problem was I did a dumb and held down shift, so
You may have okay. It's 29.
yeah, that's all of it combined.
Okay. You come around that column, catching him in the chest with the ball of the Kusarigama and then swinging the blade, which he narrowly avoids having his head taken off by it. It is a fearsome blow that you can see, like, his armor, the dent is stuck in it, and it's making his breathing even harder. Like, at best, he's dealing with some broken ribs, probably some internal bleeding from that. And that's the end of Junko's turn, correct?
Correct.
E3.
E3, seeing what's happening, or at least seeing one half
Hearing.
of what's happening. Oh, I can see Junko.
Mm-hmm.
I can't technically see where Lerith is. He is going to, hang on, run to here. That's 15, and then do, go to here.
My health is wrong on
Damn
one.
it!
Oh. Well, you found him.
I did find him. So weirdly, action dash,
Mm-hmm.
5 feet, and then I'm just going to whisper, "You won't take them from me." That's it. Whole turn.
Okay. Well, Lareth is capable of reading the room here. So, first of all, he is going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds.
I'm gonna eat it.
I open my mouth and eat it.
on Cora, was it?
Yes!
It is
Sorry.
not.
Sorry about that. Just a misunderstanding.
I take it back. Please don't kill me.
He is going to maneuver around E3. Well,
Oh, I'm good.
been a long time since I've seen your ugly mug. And he's gonna... Okay. Nope, he's done. That's good enough. Medora.
I started tuning.
Invisible, continuing to attune. Okay, Cora.
Well, I get right back over here. Easy.
Monks are so annoying.
She just like, no.
Slides back in on her knees.
Doing some
Yep.
kind of jump kick, you think? You got the
No, I
setup
wanna
for
keep- I'll jump and hit him with my staff again.
it. Okay, sure.
Wait, does flanking give a bonus?
Yes.
Mhm, +2.
I can't get. Wait, what's my movement again? Fuck.
You'd have to have another 10 feet.
45. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't. So 16.
16 is not going to hit. But don't
Come
worry,
on.
18 wouldn't have either.
There we go.
Oh, that'll
27.
hit. Okay. How much damage?
7 non-lethal and make a save.
Okay. 15.
Bro, he's supposed to take 3 more damage. I accidentally did an underscore.
Okay, you make your save.
Okay.
Next
Is that the end
attack?
of your turn? Oh, you've got more,
No.
of course.
This
Next,
is my
so bonus action, yes. Okay.
Bonus action attack, which has to be unarmed.
Yes. Okay. So maybe
'cause I'm
like
not
a
using
jump.
key points.
kick. 17
Correct.
is not going to hit.
I'm just trying to lay into him. Yep.
Okay. Junko.
I saw that he went that way, or like around, right? I was
Mhm.
refreshing.
Yeah.
2, 3,
Seems like Cora and E3 have him engaged.
5.
We're engaged.
Hey.
The 3 of us. Yay.
Wait.
Actually, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't get the
Who-
flank
who
if
gave
I'm
who
10
rings?
feet away.
We all have rings.
You only get the flank if you're 10 feet away.
Yeah, only I do, right?
Can I not give her flank? Can I choose not to do that?
No. But so Junko, in order to get the flank, you'd have to be here.
Where? Oh, why there?
Because you have a 10-foot reach weapon.
Oh, well, I was more so doing it for Cora as well. Like she
Cora,
wouldn't get it.
this is flanking. So both of you are flanking.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that
Oh,
it for your turn?
I don't think 14 is going to hit.
Oh, well, make sure you say you're attacking.
Oh yeah.
You swing, he catches it, rather he kind of sends the staff upward, knocking the bladed kama out of the air with a little sonic boom that sends it flying the other direction. You kind of have to reel it back in.
Okay, now for the ball.
Right. Bonus action attack. Okay.
No, it doesn't hit. 18. No, 19 doesn't hit.
19 does not hit. Just
Wait,
barely.
flanking?
Actually, is that not including the +2?
No.
Okay.
So it hits.
21 is just barely gonna hit. Roll your damage. You do get
yep.
sneak attack,
Okay, and I learned from previous. I'm going to do it here.
and there's no modifier on this because that was on the first attack. So it's just 1d4 plus 4d6
Okay.
total.
Oh,
No, you
I
don't
see
get the
what you mean.
+4. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just 3
so
plus
3.
46.
I understood what you meant right after I hit enter. 15.
Okay, so 18.
Yes.
All right. He knocks the kama away, but even as you're reeling that in, the ball comes back in and catches him like right in the ribs, which were already kind of broken from the first hit. That sends him sort of staggering to one knee briefly, bringing us to E3.
E3 is going to recklessly swing his warhammer at this fuck's head. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Okay, is one-handed, so that is 14 damage.
Okay.
Just aiming for the top of his head.
His helm catches most of it, so it kind of knocks him. Definitely knocks one of his teeth out, though.
Yeah. As my bonus action, a new thing I can do, I am going to use my shield to take the shove action and try and knock him
Ooh.
down.
Okay, yeah. All right, that's an athletics check.
That is an athletics check. Let's see how this goes. Is it? It's not with advantage. I can't do this recklessly, I presume.
Correct. You'd have to be
23.
raging for. Okay, that's unfortunate. I got a 22 and I rolled an 18 on the die.
Unfortunate in that.
For me. Yeah.
So
You
he is now
the
prone.
blow to his head followed up by a second strike from your shield takes him knocks him flat on his back, and he's like trying to struggle to his feet, but he is prone.
And I'm just recklessly bringing the hammer down again on his head. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
It's only 10 damage.
Ooh, not enough to kill him.
I'm just
All right. So yeah, he manages to
Silently as well.
move enough, or actually he probably like gets the weapon in between, and your hammer comes down, striking the staff. Which brings us to his turn. The staff is sort of sparking, and you can see arcane magic bleeding out of it. He's wheezing.
Just surrender.
Should have known. Never could beat you lot in a brawl. Well, that's just fine. He's not gonna stand for this. You can't change nothing. And even if you do, you know I'll be back. But then, maybe you won't make it after all. And he's gonna use Call of Sin to enhance his mace, and he's going to use his mace to attack his staff.
What the fuck?
Is he detonating?
Mhm.
Okay.
Can that trigger my sentinel?
Is the staff your ally?
Yes.
No.
I think it is.
It is not.
Oh, fuck you.
He does hit the staff. He almost fucked it up, but he did manage to hit the staff.
Can you imagine?
I'm just gonna kill
He
you all.
missed. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck. After the
Oh,
words as
fuck,
well,
fuck
like.
Getty arms.
When he does this, I'm looking for the damage on it. Breaking a magic staff is usually pretty unfortunate. The staff cracks and bursts with a blast of woo. How ironic. Radiant damage. I
He
need
takes half
all
of that.
three of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Is this an effect I can see?
Yes.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Lucky
18.
asshole.
22.
Okay.
26
so
total, so evasion.
It is a DC 16
So we all pass.
for
Yeah.
half damage. Half damage is 25 radiant damage.
So
Full damage,
damage.
would be 50. You, Junko, you're like, ah, shit. And like you throw yourself backwards, action hero style. Like the explosion of sunlight sends you like skidding across the floor, but like you're kind of in a ball and like roll into it easily. You take no damage. At most,
So
your boots like
I'd
left a
roll
little
back
bit of a
here?
scuff mark on the marble. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Ithri ducks behind his shield and also takes no damage.
You have evasion?
No, I've got Shield Master.
Oh, bitch, and you Captain America it.
That
Fuck
literally
yeah.
did nothing to any
There's
of us.
literally a scene in that, like, where he jumps in the air and is like turtled behind his shield and it just blasts him out the window.
pretty
That's
much,
Ithri
yeah.
right now. Just
I'm
blasts
also
you into the
assuming
wall.
I'm just behind a pillar and I don't see
you're
any
out of
of it. I
range.
just
You're
see like
so-
this.
It's like it's like a bomb just went off. It shakes the whole thing. It
I'm
blew
sure
a
that's
hole
fine.
in the floor and the column. That column is KO'd. And obviously Lareth takes 50 points of damage.
He failed to save intentionally.
He's holding the staff. What was he gonna do?
Does he not get a save?
I mean, I
Evasion.
guess he does, but What I mean, he had
Also, he takes
was
half damage, so
feel
he was
like-
as low in hit points as he could have been without being
he takes
dead.
half damage.
Yeah.
And top of he takes quarter damage because he's
Okay.
ASMR.
So in his plate armor, while prone, with disadvantage, he got a total of 11 on the dexterity saving throw. He took 50
Well,
damage.
He takes
Sucks to-
25 because he's an ASMR.
So he's only at
He
minus
takes
24.
25. That's true. That is true. As an ASMR, he takes 25. You're right about that.
Is he still dead?
Well,
No, he's got. We've been through this before.
he's going to use a reaction.
What? He's okay.
I
Sam
just
Die
remembered
Hard.
that he had it. No, better. On taking this magic damage, he's going to use his 1 per day ability to channel
And eat
divinity and consume that and expel it outwards.
Again?
I'm going to need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Hey,
Oh, I
buddy.
forgot he was that kind of cleric. Oh, this is great.
I feel like I'm just sat in the shadow, just seeing this little burst of light, but I've got
God
no
damn
idea where it's actually coming from.
It just keeps exploding.
So I got my last saving throw wrong. It was actually 26, and this one is 22.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, shame, but yep, still no damage. Junko?
23.
12. But I'm really far now.
Oh!
Is that okay? Or is that all simultaneous?
Well,
Simultaneous, I think.
it's an echo basically.
Okay.
It does not do the full original damage. Instead, it would do so it would be 25. So yeah, you'd take 25 radiant damage.
Half of that?
12
Is-
radiant damage.
So I would also take 12 because I had to use my reaction to do the thing last time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep, so you do still take some.
Yeah.
And Cora just bullshits away. Uh
Hello.
I am going to say, though, because it just makes sense to me that much energy passing through a 1 hit point person, he is
Oh,
effectively
come
like
on.
he's not dead, but he's out.
Oh, okay.
He's just laying smoke wafting from him on the floor. The staff of striking that he had, a ruined mess of ashes. As Medora continues attuning.
Invisible.
Everyone alive.
Invisible.
Can we stay in
Well.
initiative?
Not quite, because as Medora is attuning,
Fuck.
somewhere below, a queen notices that she has guests. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
You fuck.
Listen, how fun is this? You get to fight Lareth, you could even kill him, and there's no consequences. You're just going to undo it in a second.
If you're ever going to kill anyone ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that was why I went lethal, because
Burn getting too sassy for you to take right now? Just, deal with it. And then undo it. Good times.
Nope.
That's what Loki would encourage you to do. I'm just saying.
I'm not
We
sorry.
shouldn't do anything he encourages us
I-
to do.
I didn't attune beforehand. But I am just gonna stay invisible under that thing for now. So you guys
You're
can't see
lucky.
me either.
Out of everyone here, you were the one most vulnerable to this guy, who is
Mhm.
specifically an anti-mage.
That's why I didn't even rage. I was just like,
Yeah,
there's-
he would
there's
have.
no point.
Your rage would have just made him stronger.
Yeah.
Though I am curious what you would have gotten if you had raged.
Well, we'll have to find out next time.
You wanna
I'm
roll?
cheating and I already did. I'm looking. Okay, just curious. Now I know.
Are you gonna tell us?
No, I don't
No.
want to.
Oh.
Of course not.
I want to know.
I know. You'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, good fucking job. If you can't tell, you are closing in fast on the climactic culmination of this entire arc. How do you feel?
I don't like we came back to spores.
Yeah.
Please, it's
Yeah.
the world of fungus.
Spore Nation.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Spornation. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I actually came up with a question last time we played, and I forgot to ask it. Can Ithri's rage be counterspelled? Because it's wild magic?
I would say no, but
Okay.
it can be dispelled.
Interesting.
Does that make sense? Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Is
I
the
presume
rage
traditionally
coming
a
from
spell
internal?
can be
magic-
dispelled, but not the rage.
Right.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thought.
But yeah, I'm
Damn
excited
good
to-
question.
To get out of this fucking poison.
And question about what we've just done.
Mm-hmm.
If I'd attuned in the house in Noct, she
Mhm.
would have known in advance that we were coming.
Yeah, we've been through that.
Well, I'm going to give you access to the item card for the skull, since effectively you are now attuned to it. Where is it?
Just
There
because
it is.
from previous, when I was around, it was like, oh, you're attuned, and now he knows exactly where you are. So
This
I was
is
kinda
going to be a
better to
little
arrive on the doorstep.
overwhelming. You have been warned. There's a
But
lot
yeah,
to it.
Maybe read that. That's your essay
Yeah.
to read before next time.
Take your
love
time
so
to get
much.
that figured out. You do know though that as soon as you attune to it, both Ayuz and Zugtmoy at all times know your exact location.
Yeah, so there's no point in me staying invisible under a sacrificial thing anymore.
And for that matter, like whether you were here, Noct, Hummelbank, there's no sneaking up on them with this thing.
Yeah, that's why I
They
was
made
like,
it.
wait till we're there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Also, I don't apologize, Cora, for interrupting your conversation with a banishment. And we're done.
that was
Ashley doesn't care either.
that was fucking.
It's so
frankly
much
that
fun.
was a solid banishment. Honestly.
To be honest, I have new spells that I haven't been able to try out. So I was like, well,
He had +8 on that save, just so you know.
he shouldn't have been looking down at Cora's hand.
They
should have
were-
paid
it was just having
attention.
A romantic moment, and you ruined it.
Yeah, he rolled. I didn't expect him to roll like an asshole on his highest ability score that he's proficient in.
Would just
But
say,
here we are.
like,
He
he
was
doesn't know who I
clearly-
am.
He
So
was clearly stood too close to Ithri.
Yeah, no kidding.
Roll.
He
high
rolled
on
with
your
one of your
low and
dice.
highest, Yeah.
Um,
I'm just gonna say he doesn't know who I am. He didn't know he had to be prepared. He was like, ugh. Some
you guys,
mercenary pirate.
are you guys at all nervous about facing Zugtmoy, an actual demon queen?
A little, since I used all my key points on Lareth.
All of them.
I have one left.
Oh fuck! Get behind.
I'll be
Ithri.
fine.
I'm
a
gonna
monk.
recommend that you have some kind of
Run away!
You get
preparation.
So you get him back on a short rest.
I'm just gonna. Ash, Steve?
What?
You get him back.
You
on
get
a
those
Yes,
short
back on
I
a
get
short
the
rest?
I get them back on a short rest. Yes.
Well, we've got like 54 minutes.
That's true.
You guys will be able to take a short rest.
There we go.
Unfortunately, Junko has no hit dice to spend,
That's
so
okay.
That's
that's
fine.
going to be a problem.
I didn't really
Um,
take damage, so.
And full disclosure, without accounting for the Golden Orb, as a demon queen, and that is to say, one of the demon lords of an entire infinite layer of an abyss, Zugtmoy is above a CR 20.
Cool.
Cool.
So
I don't know what that means.
go into this ready
Mathematically.
and with the understanding that you are. This is one of those fights Slayers love because you're going to be fighting something that's not supposed to be killable.
Fine.
Good
Well,
luck.
on the plus side, I've only pissed off every single deity we've come across so far. So
Not all of
what's
them. No, there's
another
one. No, there's one.
Is
Wait,
there?
isn't there?
No.
Yeah. You guys were in Archael's proximity for like 2 seconds before Loki swept you off
And then
the Barovia.
abandoned him. He's probably pissed off at that.
Archaea was
Yeah, Archael showed up to defend you guys
Yeah, when
against
we were,
Ayuz.
when I
and
was on
then-
top of the mountain.
uh
Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't notice him.
He don't worry, he didn't really notice you either. So.
Nope.
You fuck. Didn't notice his daughter. Dumbass.
No, I meant specifically Medora.
Oh yeah, like to be honest, it's probably better that way.
Well, you gotta wonder, who is Archael's daughter?
Not it.
Because
Junko.
Not gun.
is it? I'm getting some mixed signals on if it's Junko or Korra.
I think the truth is what I want to believe, and we're going with that.
I wouldn't
Love that for
know,
you.
even if he was. So
Well, I don't know about you guys. I'm very excited that we're into the world. This is the Link to the Past Dark World stuff. You know, you're into the world of fungus now. We got the end game coming very, very soon. So, chat, if you want to see some of the lead up to this moment, you can find all of that on our YouTube channel. You can also catch us chatting about it on the Discord server, the brand new Discord server, where there's all sorts of community stuff, and we would love to nerd out about that. I mean, I've been very excited sitting on this for a while. I feel like there's a third thing I'm supposed to talk about, but I can't remember what it is.
YouTube.
I said that already.
Discord.
Oh,
YouTube
yeah, we'll be
again.
live again on Friday. Pathfinder. See you next week. We love you, chat. Good night. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
over now. Bye.